She helps me, what's the proper word? Barter, I suppose. And obviously helping me improve my Spanish because obviously I'm not fluent, like we spoke earlier. But I think the real problem is that people seem to have this attitude like you can't just be friends with a woman overseas unless she meets like an attraction level. And that doesn't apply to me. But at the same time, she's been very clear that me and her are just friends and we cool too. And she sees me as family, which is why she always calls me hermano. So again, I don't know what the issue is. Me and her have repeatedly said like we just cool. We see each other as family. As a matter of fact, I can do you one better. Hold
What, sir? Okay, sir. When you say magic stick, can you kind of
you already know?
Oh, my bad. I meant I'm Magic Dragon, man. I'm puffing the Magic Dragon, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course. Yeah,
my bad, my bad. Pause. I didn't mean.
Oh, you got it straight. I got my Magic Dragon 2 here too, brother.
Hey, nah, cause check this out. I literally just got to Cincinnati today because I just got back in the States a few days ago and I was visiting my sister in Oklahoma. So I literally just got in Cincinnati today. So I was like, oh man, but no, because I want to show everybody this so that way they know that when I tell, because I was trying to tell people like for real, not only that, but bro, like y'all probably ain't gonna be able to see it, but she's my wingman too. Ooh, that's a picture of her and her friend that she put me on with.
Okay.
And as you can see, her friend is very attractive. And she's on the channel too. I find that interesting that the people that sent you this shit didn't send you the video with her in it or the videos with any of the other women that I dated when I was just in Medellin.
Sir, in all due respect, I could only observe what I see. If somebody tells me something and they ask my, you know what I'm saying? They ask my honest opinion. I got to give my honest opinion on it.
Okay, but Andrew, I emailed you a couple days before you even went live today, bro.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I didn't get those emails, brother. So my apologies. If, you know.
Hey, Ronan. Hey, Ronan, I was ahead of the game, like, and she in short, and she the one who brought it to my attention, and I was like, I kind of know Andrew. I'm like, me and him was on the same panel a long time ago. So I recognized him. I was like, okay, he got his email. I was like, let me reach out to him. And I never heard back from you. And then she texted me earlier when you started going live. She was like, man, you know, she's more pissed off about it than me.
Why?
Because I mean, like, because like me and her done been through this before. And I think with her is I think she's just kind of tired of it. And me on the other hand, because we all doing YouTube, I know why things are being done. You feel me? So it's like at the end of the day, it was just kind of like, all right, let me just email and reach out to me and see what happens. And then when she hit me up and saying you was going live, I was like, all right, let me hop on here, bro, and get this squared away, bro. Because I'm like, she over here getting heated, and I'm just like,
so she knows you're that Andrew's live talking about this situation.
Yeah, that was her. That was her in the chat on the last live.
Would she come up or no?
Well, I mean, she probably would, but she doesn't speak any English.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's even better. I mean, she could curse me out in Spanish.
Nah, but like she just real cool, bro. Like she the homie for real, bro.
I don't know. She look like she ready for the smoke. She like, you need to be well informed and then speak.
Yeah, but hold up. You know how some women are, especially if they're considered like your sister, your family members. They're gonna talk to you in a kind of way of kind of like trying to smack you awake to actually taking certain things seriously, where other women wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, because she was on my ass. She was like, "You better now," and this is how you know it's real, because I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. If we're over here talking about friend zone, I'm the one that put her in the friend zone. But she's more upset about people assuming that me and her are a couple when but we've been friends so long now that it's like that's not even on the table anymore. We literally look at each other like family. So it's like I said, we've been friends for 3 years. So
listen, brother, even if you was dating the chick, it's really I really don't care, bro. To be honest with you, I really don't. But all respect to you.
Yeah.
It was sent to me, and I was saying to myself, because I know you, you know me too. We go way back. But I said, let me just talk about this real quick. Because I'm starting to see this kind of trend going on here. I'm like, damn, like our brothers really getting the end fruit. Do you believe so? Or do you see that happening?
I'll say it's I'll say in my opinion, in my honest opinion, I think it's a bit of a mixed bag. I think it's a mixed bag. I'm not gonna sit over here and lie and say that it's not a thing.
Right.
I think what I will say is though, I think the brothers that are going after the low hanging fruit, I think those are typically brothers that have probably already been married and they probably just trying to look to have a good time and nothing serious.
No, Zed, hold on for a second, brother. My fault. Zed, nobody dropped you. You dropped yourself. Nobody dropped you. You can get back on. But my bad. Go ahead, man.
Nah, I was just saying, bro. I'm like, I think the people that choose the lower hanger fruit, I think those are people that ain't really looking for anything serious and they ain't trying to put in the effort or the work to try to get like more attractive women. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the main reasons why I be practicing my Spanish with my friends so much. Because I'm nah, bro. I'm like, you feel me? Because it's like, now don't get me wrong. Like one of the things that I do like about Medellin is that I'm starting to meet more women that do speak English. Particularly like I want to say maybe like in the 23 to 26, 27 range was kind of like the sweet spot for me.
Okay.
As far as like trying to take a woman seriously, because because I still want to have kids, because I'm 40. But yeah, like typically around that age, I'm finding more girls that speak English. So I've been like harping on meeting women that speak English, so that way we can kind of do the language exchange thing. And it's like I don't know, bro. But this whole thing between me and her, I don't know. It's just been an ongoing thing, and it seems like no matter how transparent me and her are, and we gotta keep telling people like, bro, it really ain't like that. And even though I got plenty of videos of me being with other women, I'm like,
she's trying to lock something down with you though. Or she does.
When we very first met, she was, but when I was clear about like not being attracted to her physically, and we maintained that friendship over the years, man, it's like now it's just kind of like she don't even look at me like that anymore. At least that's what she claims. But because you know how women are. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like we respect each other enough to where, because to be honest with you, I was kind of shocked to even see her in your live chat talking the way she was. But then again,
me, brother, I can bring the demon out of women very quickly, brother.
So but it was cool because in a way I'm like, okay, like I at least it lets me know that the boundary that I set when we first met, she respects that, because she came on y'all chat and specifically said me and him are not like that. You know what I mean? She was like that's my bro. Because I know you mentioned earlier, like they don't look related. Obviously we're not related. But she looks at me like big bro, and I look at her like little sis. So
you gotta understand, Drew takes things literally. He doesn't understand figuratively. You think you actually blood brother and sister, that ain't the way it goes.
Listen. When I heard that, that's what I thought. You know what I mean? That's what came to my first train of thinking. I was like, "Oh shit! Like, what the fuck? Is this really going on?" But I'm glad you were able to. I'm glad you were able to clear that up. Man.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. Let me go. Oh shit! I see Passport Blueprint in the building. What's going on, G?
I ain't seen Blueprint. You got feedback coming through, man. Mute the tab with the live stream on it. Mute the tab on the live stream. And you'll be all right.
Hey, let me ask you something, Average, while you on here. You got some ops out there, right?
Oh yeah.
So you think it was one of the ops or something?
Yep.
Oh man.
For sure. Because this isn't the first time me and her dealt with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if the same person who tried to accuse us of being a couple is probably the same person.
Echoing really bad. I think it's
Passport Blue.
Passport Blueprint is you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you got two windows open. You got two YouTube windows open. But let me just say this to Average Man Unplugged, man. Average Man Unplugged. I know you explained it now. We all get it. But the thing is, somebody that's looking from the outside, let's just say we all got like most people got TikTok like time span, right? It's like when they look at that thumbnail with you and a chick, they just automatically gonna assume that that's your girl. You see what I'm saying? It's like I felt like you should have put like my friend as your title so people don't assume that's your girl. You see what I'm saying?
But I didn't say that that's my girl in the title.
Yeah, but people are gonna assume unless you specify that. You see what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure in the title I specified that that's my friend or my sister and not my girl. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure.
And don't be changing titles right now. All right.
No, I know, nigga. I don't got to. Even if that's what they said, I wouldn't change it.
Okay. I mean, all I'm saying is like people. Here's the thing. That's why people say first impressions are everything. People are always gonna assume. Like for example, if I go out tonight and I go out with a girl who's my friend, let's just say she's a 3. When I go out with her, people are gonna assume that's my girl. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Even though she might be my friend, people are gonna assume that's my girl. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the kind of the confusion came about. You see what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but the problem with that is that this girl's been on my channel, on my travel channel for God knows how long, and there's been plenty of other women on the channel as well. So if she really was my girl, I'm pretty sure she probably wouldn't be too happy with the fact that she sees other women on the channel all the time. If that really was my girl. So if people are looking on the outside looking in, then so clearly they're only focused on what they want to focus on instead of focusing on everything as a whole. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, people are going to think what they want to think, but at the same time, it's like, I think it really comes down to more of the fact that men just don't find her conventionally attractive, because let's be clear, bro. If most men found her attractive, will we even be having this conversation?
True. I agree.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess that it wouldn't be passed around.
The only conversation you be having is how many thirsty ass niggas is trying to get in her DMs.
Or exactly. Does she have a sister?
But hey, you wanna know what's sad though? She still got thirsty ninjas in her DM despite that. And one of them is a YouTuber that some of us know. One of them is a YouTuber that some of us know. And as a matter of fact, he was trying to hang with her while I was just in Medellin. She was showing me the text messages and everything.
I mean, that's not surprising, but if you say y'all brother and sister, then the only thing you can do as a big bro is say, yo, he's either a cool dude to hang around with or watch your back.
Hey, she wasn't even interested, man. She was ghosting him.
You know the thing I don't understand.
Hey, hold, hey, Average, come, hey, man, come on.
You know what I understand.
You gotta keep going with it.
I still for the life of me don't understand how guys go to Medellin or wherever, it could be Thailand or Pattaya, and they all circulate the same chick. Like, you see one guy and he's dropping DMs on the back end to a chick that, like, I don't
is
understand
live
that.
on your channel. At the time, she's live on your channel. He's gonna hit her up.
But one thing I want to address, and this was to address the lady that was on the panel earlier, where she said you couldn't name 5 men that were married that was traveling. I can only name. I mean, you can only name a few, but these are only YouTubers that we can name. These are not just regular men who are living their life outside of YouTube.
Right. I was gonna say, because I know a lot of guys that are married that ain't YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Traveling all the time.
I know a lot of them.
Yeah, because a lot of them watch my channel.
Yeah, Jay Clyde, that's right. Jay Clyde said it right. They lazy.
Yeah. Right. Because as a matter of fact, I had a series on my channel called Foreign Testimonials. I made it all the way up to damn near number 50, and majority, if not half of those, were people married.
Mm.
And another thing too, I know a lot of brothers and just dudes in general that are married to chicks in Germany, that are married to chicks in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, all over the place.
Hell, shit, I got married.
I got a cousin that used to live in Germany, has kids from Germany, but they all moved down. He has 2 wives, and they just moved down to Africa and brought a compound. But you don't see him on TikTok and in his music.
No, they're not on Facebook. They're not on TikTok.
Yeah, you're not seeing that. So since you guys are up here, I want to ask you a question, because I was asking Zed some questions regarding to black men and how she felt if are we getting the low hanging fruit? And she says that I don't know what happened with the question when I was asking her, but she just started talking about something about passport bros and shit, and it just went kind of left. So I guess what I was trying to say to her was oh shit, we lost I guess I guess pretty much I was trying to get I just want to get your opinions. Like, what do you think of her statistics? I mean, do you believe that?
No. And I said that in the chat that most men, and let's talk about the black community. We're 12% of the population of America. So many fewer of us actually, as far as black men, have passports. Aside for military guys that are traveling, you're talking about just black, regular American civilians with passports that are actively traveling on a regular basis. There's so very few of us. There's a lot of expats that could be considered black Americans or whatever that are living abroad, being very successful in whatever they're doing, but they, like you said earlier, are just not on YouTube. For her to take a general consensus of a few people and film YouTube travel content in a negative way, even versus the ones that film it in a positive way, it is very short-sighted of that individual.
I can kind of see where she gets us, where she's coming from in a sense, but yeah, you're right. It doesn't represent the total picture, because what we're seeing is a lot of buffoonery in this travel space as far as I'm concerned, and they are getting the low-hanging fruit.
Right.
Like, you're not seeing the actual men who know how to travel properly meet the non-low-hanging fruit. Because they don't put their business out like that on YouTube and TikTok and all that other stuff. They keep their relationship private.
Right.
Even somebody like me, if I'm going to get in a relationship with somebody, it ain't going to be nobody's business. You're not going to know about it.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like, there's a lot of guys traveling overseas, and they get in with these chicks, but you don't. I mean, and they wifing up these chicks. Some of them pretty good quality, but you just don't hear about it.
You know what?
You hear about the loud few minority. You see what I'm saying? The loud, the guys who boast about everything. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like those are the ones you hear about. You see what I'm saying? So where the guys you hear, like, you don't hear about, is like they're winning in private. You might even not know about it. There's some dude that brought over his Colombian wife over to the States, and he's living happily after. You see what I'm saying?
Or Buck, to be honest with you, was it just 3 days ago? I think 2 or 3 days ago. You can go on this channel and look for it. But Sunshine Shoulders did a video about the tricks that Filipinas play on black men, and the scenario or the stories that he was talking about. It's a good video, actually. You guys should go watch it. But in this video, he was talking about black men that were married to Filipinas. So these guys have no channels, but of course, some of them are going through some tough times with the ones they brought back to the States. And there's ones that they didn't bring back to the States who have success stories. But it's a good watch if you guys get a chance to watch that video, because it's some guys going through some things that they brought back. Going through some really hard times that with the ones that they brought back to the States.
I mean, the video is very true with Sunshine Shoulders as far as women taking advantage of men, period. But let alone even women. And the way he set it up was there's a lot of Filipino women that prefer white men, but aren't being looked at by white men overseas. So they use a black man, they marry a black man, they get the black man to bring them back over to the United States, and then they leave that black man for what they preferred.
Right.
And he even brought his son.
And then he brought himself.
Wait. And then he even brought himself into the situation. His wife, after he got divorced from her, was engaged and got with a white man. So
here is the thing, though. Here is my problem.
Hold on. Zed, Zed, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you talk. But let Roland finish, okay?
Yes,
I'm gonna let you go after
Even
Roland.
with me, and the reason I'm saying this because I'm sitting in the Philippines. The first thing I've always said and always have ever said is Philippines was owned by America, and they were owned by America up until the 1940s. Of all the people in the globe, they are used to dealing with American men. They've been trained on how to make empathy and how to get close to American men. They know how to take advantage of it. I even said the first thing they used to say to us in the 80s was, marry me and take me home to the land of the big PX. You already know where their mindset is. You really have to vet women that are used to dealing with Americans on a regular basis, black, white, Asian, or whatever. If you don't know who you're dealing with, don't rush to get married. And that's the thing. A lot of these guys aren't vetting. They're not going through the process. They're rushing to get married. They're just, like I said, if you're lame in the United States and you have no self-control, no dick control, none of that shit, don't leave the country until you're ready. Because you're not going to be able to handle what's coming at you.
Okay, and that is, a conversation for you guys, which I should not have been. I mean, let me say my part, and I will hop off. Here is the thing. The whole passport bro movement is based on the idea that there is a group of black men who are conservative, traditional, but they cannot find a traditional woman here in America, so they have to go to foreign countries to find traditional women. But what we have realized, what we are finding out, is the passport bros are not traditional men. A lot of you guys have wives here, and then you go to Latin America to have sex with sex workers. Black men are the only men that have. There is a group called married mongerers. How are you traditional man and support married mongers?
Wait, hold on, Zed. There's a group called married mongers.
Yes.
Wow.
How do you marry a monger? How does that work?
They are married here in America, and then they go to Latin America to have sex with sex workers.
So they marry these women? Is that what you're saying?
No, they are married here in America.
Oh, they're called married mongers. Okay,
But
I get it. That makes sense. Okay.
but guys, wait a minute. Okay, there are guys who are traveling abroad to cheat on their spouses, but there are
Yes.
guys who are traveling a mile up the street to cheat up their spouses. It just doesn't matter. If you're going out of
But if
town,
you are
if you're
going to
going up the
say you are
street,
traditional
it
woman,
doesn't
man,
matter.
how are you a traditional man and cheating on your wives with married with sex workers?
But here's the thing.
Repeat that question again.
Let me say this real quick. Women are doing the same thing. It was even popularized in a movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Oh my good Lord. You guys have to use, you have to report. I am giving you real life example, and you have to resort to a movie.
All you have
Give
to do
me
is
a real life example of okay.
I will. All you have to do is go down to Jamaica, go to that river that every woman goes up to and gets a massage and whatever on the side. Those are married women going on.
There is no movement. No, you literally have to, like, there is no passport, like a movement of, and there is no support for, you guys literally support married mongers, and there is no.
Some of you guys, I'd like if you say that, because I'm not that guy. And there's a lot of guys that come up on these panels that aren't like that. Just say some of you guys. Did she leave, or did you kick her again, Drew, with both of your hands on the phone? Did you kick her again, Drew, with both your hands on the phone?
Well, I guess so. I mean, I might as well just go with the plan, right?
He needs to fix that internet.
Might as well admit. Nah, it definitely wasn't me, sir. She kicked her own self out again.
I mean, that's the problem with the general rhetoric, and that's the problem with why even Anton said what he said and everything else. Everybody's taking these little bitty stories from these few guys that are out there on YouTube filming every mongering situation that's going on and saying the general community of black men that are traveling, that have been expats for years, we're all doing the same thing.
Because you know what it is? They don't see that part of the travel space. Like, they don't see the expats that I see. They don't see the groups of expats that I've met in Colombia. They don't care about that shit though, bro. But controversy, entertainment, and everything else, it does sell. And that's what they're looking at. You know, they're looking at what could I guess, I don't know, spark attention. Like, people rather hear bullshit than actual truth, unfortunately.
All right.
But
what happened to Average Man? Did he leave, or
I guess he stepped out. I don't know. He was just here for a minute. I want to get your opinions on the whole Average Man situation, man, because and also my situation too with certain passport bros. I didn't claim that all passport bros have these type of behaviors, right? That just judge a book by its cover. I just said that the ones that I don't know and I don't follow, but the ones I follow, I know them very well. They're cool. Like the ones who actually do videos in this space. You know what I'm saying? Like Unplug and O'Shea. Like, I've done shows with them before. O'Shea, I don't really consider part of the travel space, but BMT, I've done shows with him before. Black Man Travels. Like, all these guys. You know what I'm saying? I know them, you know, just from doing content. So there's people who don't know me. So their first assumption is they're going by a title and they're like, oh, he's going to talk shit. But then they actually listen and they're like, oh, okay, he's not really talking shit. He's just trying to figure out what's going on. Follow me? I only can go by what I see. That's it. No attack homonyms, no disrespect, no attacking. I ain't do none of that shit. I'm like, hey, and you know, Unplugged, he was pretty good about it. He understood. He knew the mission. So it was no attack on my part. I just wanted to know what was going on. But yeah, I kind of do a little bit of titles to cause a reaction. But who doesn't as a YouTube content creator? You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of give a little, oh, shit. Oh, what's going on here? We got to watch this shit. What up, Mercy?
Yeah, what's up, man? Are we catching? Yeah, are we catching L's? Hell no.
Oh man, what you think, bro?
So you know what I'm saying? I mean, just because a few of us want to act up, bro, don't mean we catching the L, man. Nah, bro. We just getting started in this. And that's another thing. We just getting started, bro. As far as the black male concerned, a lot of us really didn't do no traveling unless we was in the military. But see, now we got black males that's traveling on their own. We buying our own tickets. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't have. It's really not a lot of us. They try to say it's a lot of us. It's really not a lot of us. It's just a few of us making a big impact. That's just what it is, bro. It's only it's not a lot of us that's really traveling like that, but we making such a big impact, bro. It's like now they want to say we catching L's because we got a few characters out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But man, we doing good, bro.
We doing good.
Yeah, we doing good, bro. What you talking about?
As long as we doing good. But you know me, I'm like the Razor Rays #2. I get that news. I gotta talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I got some questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But it's all respect though. You know what I mean? It ain't. It's just to find out what's going on. You feel me? I kind of keep it light.
I mean, come on, man. Some of us gonna act up, man. We act up here in the States. I mean, come on, man. We got black people robbing this bank. You got black dudes selling drugs for many years. You know what I'm saying? What about all them drug dealers? What about P. Diddy? What about Shannon Sharp? Look at all that's going on. Are they catching L's? Nah, they ain't catching no L's.
So let me ask you something. So we not getting. You don't think all of us is getting the low fruit when it comes down to the foreign women? We're not, because I'm getting messages here. People, they're asking me questions in the email. They don't want me to disclose their name, so I'm gonna be respectful. But black men are taking Hold on, let me just read this real quick. Black men are taking L's every day as soon as they get on the plane. Oh wow. Okay.
Who said that? Who said that comment?
That's looking like a true plantation, bro. That's a brother that ain't gonna go nowhere anytime.
Oh man, I said, damn, we taking L's. Oh shit. Everybody's taking the L. Damn.
Hey, bro, let me say this. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This is gonna make the plantation bros mad. You taking the L by staying here. You getting the L by staying here, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, if you find a good chick, if you find a good woman, hey, more power to you, bro. But it's just too many that's not. So all I'm saying, bro, if you feel like this works for you, which it ain't, that's why so much hate in their heart, fellas. That's why so much hate in their heart, because they not happy, bro. Why they worried about what we doing, bro? See, they shouldn't be worried. That's not even a man trait to worry about what another man doing.
The one thing I just think about is like, where do we as men and women, especially black men, where do we get off track with each other? I mean, what caused us to get off track? Because women say, they're looking for men and there's no men, and got men saying there's no women, and both are just, we're just hanging out there. And there's got to be the way to reconnect us. It's got to be. And I mean, I can't figure it out. I'd be a billionaire if I could. But where do we get off track?
I mean, you got people like Kevin Samuels and everybody else has been trying to put us back together. The whole thing is humility. And unfortunately, one side of the community is not humble. Once they got their freedom papers, quote unquote, so they thought, from us as black men, they feel like they're under shackles or they're being controlled if they come back inside of this. But just to dispel the rumor, to really tell you the truth, 85% of black men are married to black women. 93% of black women are married to black men. it's a very minute, small minority of brothers that are traveling, brothers that are married outside their race. We are still preferred by each other first as a primary goal. You only got a few loudmouths out here that are being amplified because of social media and everything else that's making it look like it's so much worse than what it is. We are in a bubble, and that's just the way it is.
So I want to get your opinions on oh God, what's the brother's name that kind of sparked up some volumes earlier this week? Antoine,
yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think on what he was saying about the Passport Bros?
I did a whole live on that one.
So what? I mean, what? Okay, what did he say specifically that you're talking about? Because I've heard him say a lot of different things. I'm just trying to figure out which one you're talking.
Anybody want to elaborate? Because I'd have to go back and watch the video to really get understanding what he said before.
He basically outright said on this time, Passport Bros are outright losers. They shouldn't have to leave the country. They should be able to deal with whatever women they deal with here in the United States. And then he said, well, I travel, but I come back home. So he basically saying brothers need to come back home.
Well, see, I've heard him say something different though.
Oh yeah, he's told people to go get your passports after dealing with some of the women.
I've heard him say that. I've heard him say that. I've heard him say that.
Just go get your passports and go travel. So he flip-flopped a lot. And so as a man, how do you believe somebody? I know he does great work on the internet. He does a lot of things with Bag Chasers and all that Millionaire Morning Show, and he does what he does. But I always say you can only speak to your lived experience. Book smarts is great, but until you live it, you can't really apply what you've learned out of a book until you actually fucking do it.
Ronan, I want to piggyback off of what you were just saying. What if he's just saying that to lure the Pookies away from wanting to travel and he's out there traveling? Because it's a psychological thing he could be doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ever come to that degree? Maybe he's saying, y'all need to just stay here and don't worry about traveling overseas. Well, y'all fucking it up anyways. You fucking
going further into the conversation, and Fearless has done multiple consultations with Anton himself. So he's actually paid the money and sat down and talked to Anton on a personal level. Okay. A lot of what Anton says is just for the internet to spark a reaction. That's not who he really is in real life. He's kind of like you in a way. You'll say some truth just to spark up a conversation, but it's not necessarily what you truly believe in.
That's true. That could be true to a degree.
This also goes back to the original thing stated, when the female was on the panel, that really you're only seeing the people who choose to put their stuff out there.
Right.
And the content creators who choose to put, the foolishness out there. It doesn't mean that the majority of the people that Anton is talking about who are in this travel space are actually taking L's or losing or, they're just doing their thing. They're just living life like normal people, going that, they working together or they're, they just have good relationships, but they just don't share a lot of those details.
Absolutely.
Well, I can tell you what it is. I think Anton, I don't think he flip-flopping. This is the thing about Anton. And I understand why he said what he said. See, when he started getting into heated discussions with them black women, and when them black women start telling him what they really think, that's when he gets hot. And he said, man, go get your passports. See, that's the thing. The thing is, when them women start really talking to him, and he sees there's no hope for the women on this panel, then that's when he says, oh, brothers, go get your passports. So what I'm saying is he really believes in the black family because he has a black wife. So I really believe he believes in it. He really wanted to work. But see, he's married. He talking from a married perspective. But see, he ain't really dating. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he getting chicks, but he ain't dating. You know what I'm saying? And then when he really have to sit down with these chicks and try to make it work with these chicks, and he get into a real conversation with these chicks, then he'll say, man, go get your passports.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So I guess it's just content at the end of the day. And it's nothing to be taken serious.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this we're looking at just the people who choose to put their stuff out there.
Right.
You know, when we see the stupidity on the internet, you know, we're looking at the guys who are doing stupid stuff who are content creators. You know, to name, you know, I'm not gonna throw any names out. We all know who they are. But when we see the guys who are married, these are the only married guys that are content creators that are putting content out there, you know. So there's a whole lot of people who are way more successful and not taking L's that we don't know anything about.
Yeah, because you don't want to put that out there because there's people out there that don't probably want you to get to where you need to be. I mean, they can put out a bad karma miss on you and make sure you don't get those things. I don't know.
Well, there's just a group of people who are interested in YouTube. They don't even tune into this.
That's true.
You know, they just living life, you know?
Yeah, and that's why I said
he's married. He married a virgin. Antoine married a virgin, bro.
Hey,
so
kudos to him.
What's the likelihood? What's the likelihood? What's the likelihood, fellas, of us finding a modern day woman that's a virgin? What's the likelihood of that, bro?
Very low. Very, very low. Very extremely low.
It's low. It's low. But does it exist? It does. It is very much a unicorn. But it does exist. There are these women out there that are still, you know, holding on to their virginity, but they're out there.
You know what? You might be right because I've heard some testimonies of women in their 40s that are virgins, and I'm like, what? And you see them, like, what the hell? They got no kids and nothing.
One of my boys, man, that was a dude I met out here in Las Vegas when I first moved out here years ago. He was a virgin at like 4, you know, and I was like, I would always see him with girls, and I was like, oh man, and he would be like, dude, I'm a virgin. I was like, what? I was like, man, I always thought you were just this player. He was like, no, I wasn't. And I was like, wow. And he went on, like, he was on several shows and different things, and had a whole different movement going on. And there were other women out there too that are still virgins to this day. You know, I saw one girl who said she was a virgin. She's still a virgin to this day because her parents scared her so much about catching STIs or something like that.
Yeah, but do you think that because a woman's kind of her peak years are between 18 and is it between what 18 and what 28 or something like that?
35 or 30 really, but 35 pushes the limits.
So, you know, trying to reach in your 40s and you don't have any kids, you know, you got some women that feel that they should be like, you know, not the low hanging fruit, but to be the top fruits because they don't have any kids and they're older. I mean, what do you guys think of that? You know, if they're older and they were focused on their career and they finally got the bag, because I hear a lot of testimony that women are saying, well, you know, we should be, you know, wifed up or being with somebody. I mean, what do you guys take on that? Do you guys?
Well,
agree?
Kevin Samuels, that was one of his talking points, is that men don't care about your education and your nothing. They're looking at your fertility because we want a legacy.
Right.
This is not true. One, I want to disabuse you guys of this legacy thing.
Legacy?
Legacy means absolutely nothing because when you die, you die. You're not gonna. None of us is not gonna be dead because we have kids. Whether you have a kid or not, you'll die. So this idea that you leave legacy doesn't even make sense. Can you explain to me rationally what legacy means?
Well,
legacy means your genetics first, And then legacy also, if you look at the Rockefellers and everything else, it also can be monetarily, financially. You're leaving something for your descendants. That's what legacy means.
But no, that's not what leaving money for your descendants.
Okay, I can elaborate what Ronan is speaking. Ronan is speaking from a financial standpoint. I can speak from it from a blood standpoint, right? When you're leaving a legacy, you're seeing yourself in another person, right? You see yourself in another person. If you have a child, you see yourself in another person. You see that person in that person. You see yourself in that person, whether it's your son or your daughter. So
what does that mean?
Your legacy.
What are you meaning? What does that mean? Seeing yourself.
You want to see your legacy keep growing on this earth.
But what is legacy? Because when you are that person, I am not my dad or my mom.
You're creating your family legacy by creating a tree.
How does that help you?
What do you mean?
How does that help you?
We're supposed to do that. That's what we're here to do.
But you are not rationally explaining it. We are supposed to do is not rational. You guys say you are rational, the rational gender. So rationally explain to me how having a child benefits. For one thing, it doesn't benefit the child. No one, but how does it benefit you? How do you leave a legacy?
Well, first of all, you gotta let us finish. Let us finish.
Oh, sorry.
I want to have when he finished.
Through your children, Ed, when you have children, you build yourself. You teach your kids what you've learned, the stuff that you've done, the mistakes that you've done, right? You know the blueprint on how to get to be successful when you're at a certain age, especially when you're a man. So you want to make sure your kids don't have to go through that.
But now you are. But what is the benefit of having kids?
Because you're leaving your name, your tree, you're growing.
But once you die, how does that benefit you?
Can I respond?
Okay, but make sure you are more rational.
Let everybody
take a nerd about this. So I'm reading from the dictionary right now. And one of it says a noun, right? So it says she left us a legacy of $1 million. These are several nouns. It says he left his children a legacy of love and respect. The war left us a legacy of pain and suffering. So legacy is just something that you're trying to leave. Like it says, I left a legacy of love and respect for my children. My children
but they
are my
already born.
But that's part of my legacy, though.
That's part of your legacy. Yeah, that's your legacy.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay. If you do not have kids, if you have kids, you have to make sure they live comfortable life, not for you, but for them.
That's what we're talking about.
That is part of the legacy.
Why do you bring kids? No, but why do you bring kids to the world?
But that's
so we can leave a legacy for them.
But why do you want to? But legacy doesn't
you want
benefit
your lineage. You want your family to. You want your lineage and your tree to not have to suffer from what you had to suffer.
But if you didn't bring them to the world, they wouldn't suffer.
Okay.
So in your definition,
in your world,
if nobody actually had children, then the planet would wind up being empty.
Now do y'all see why Antoine said get your passports?
You guys,
see, this is the whole reason right here. Get your passport, fellas. There's no point of having a conversation. It's just no point.
You cannot
wait a minute. Let's have a rational.
You guys say you are rational people. Challenge me rationally.
Let's have a rational conversation because
you cannot.
I think that's clearly.
I got some we need to clear it up. There's some kryptonite.
Yeah, we need to clear it up.
How is that my kryptonite? I literally have that.
We all on this planet is procreate.
No,
and that's
but you have not told me.
I don't even know why you trying, bro. I don't even know why you trying.
Because you guys cannot rationally explain to me.
If we can't agree to what legacy is, if we can't agree to what a simple word like legacy is, there's no hope for the black family.
Let me say my piece.
There's no hope.
I had a child.
There's no hope at all.
Stop.
No. I don't want any hypotheticals. I don't want any hypotheticals because you never had a child. What we need from you,
my parents have. My parents have.
Okay, guys. Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Hold on. I just need her definition of what legacy means to her. What is the
ahead,
word?
Legacy means, okay,
Dre.
I could explain it.
Go ahead, Dre.
My parents have me, right? My dad makes sure I have education so that if he dies unexpectedly, my education would, I would support myself with my education. So my dad is leaving legacy of educating his kids. But if my parents didn't bring me up to this world, no, I would not lose. They would not lose. No one would lose. So how does legacy? Huh?
So you're in denial of your own self-existence at this point.
But if you didn't exist, what do you lose?
Why did your dad take the time to have you? You're saying you don't care whether you're here or not. That's basically what you're saying when you say that.
No one loses. No one. There is no one person in the world who would lose if they were not born. Why would you lose if you were not born?
You can't argue with somebody that doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, we get it. You just don't get it, and that's not a problem. That's why brothers need to get their passport.
Remember,
hold on, let me finish. Can we let you talk? So let me finish. This is why Antoine Daniels said what he said. I'm trying to help y'all understand why he said it, because we cannot have a simple discussion with these modern women. I'm just telling you what it is, bro. It could be over legacy, but hold on, let me finish. It could be over anything. There's no agreement, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna argue tooth and nail. The brother them pulled out the dictionary, gave us a definition, and we still can't come to no common consensus or no agreement.
Can I chime in real quick? Hold on. 1 second. Now I noticed there's another female that's in the chat. Rosa, do you mind pulling up? Because we're dealing with one person who has a different mindset as a female. I like to hear the mindset of another female. If you don't mind pulling up.
I am not this, but let me say something about you guys claiming to be traditional. You guys are traditional, but going around having sex with sex workers. You guys are traditional, but you cannot even get married to women. You are going to foreign countries, but still cannot find wives because you guys are not traditional. And let's be honest, by the way you talk, you are not even educated. You guys are embarrassingly ignorant. None of you could even understand complex. I mean, legacy is not even that complex an idea, but you could not even understand it. So there is a reason you guys have to, you could not find mates here, because you guys, like in America, you guys are the bottom of the barrel because women have independence, they have money, they have agency. So you have to go to poor nations. Even then,
so ma'am, may I respond to you? Because now one of the things I do agree with you on is that many of the men that are out here are not traditional. They can't hold down a family by themselves with their income like we used to do in the days. You know, we're not traditional. I will agree with you on that. But to come up here and say that, you know, we're all ignorant, we don't understand. This is what we believe to be legacy in our mind, not what you interpret it to be in your mind as a woman who doesn't have a child of your own, who's just a recipient of your parents' grace and gift to you of life.
But can you explain to me now? Tell me what you lose if you were not born.
But we have been born, lady.
Yes.
I can't answer
it's an illogical argument. Listen. It's an illogical question that she even asked the question. You wouldn't have any kind of feelings if you were never born.
Exactly.
So the way to answer the question, there is no answer to a question if you were in non-existence. The point is, you yourself don't care whether you exist or not. You don't care whether you.
Neither do you.
I got a question.
If you are not born, what would you lose?
Zed, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you believe that black men have the lowest income in the world?
Black men are usually the lowest income when they are in diverse what do you call it? Like for example, in America, they are almost the bottom.
The bottom.
Yes. In England, the same thing. In Europe, the same thing. In Africa, of course, I mean, they're gonna be on top because, you know, Africa is mostly black. But if you go to South Africa, which is an African country, black men are on the bottom. So yes, black men usually do very poorly in economics. I don't know why.
Do you have any data or statistics to support what you're saying? Give us the site that you got that from.
What?
She ain't got none. She ain't got none.
Hold on, I mean, this is not even.
No, you talking real bold and strong. You should have the source immediately.
I could literally pull it up.
You gotta look somewhere. Now you gotta go look somewhere. Just like a female, you gotta go look up something.
That is how you do not go around holding data on your hand. I know you guys are not. I do. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's
how you gonna tell me what I do?
No,
you mean give me the source? You mean give you the source? Do you want the source? Do you want to listen?
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, blackdemographics.com. Go to that one. It gives you the list. It gives you. Hold on. Just go look. Don't talk back.
No,
just go look.
You have the data.
Just go look. Look it up.
I'm not going to look because you remember.
See, she don't want to know. She don't want to know, fellas.
My dear, this is not. I mean, you could challenge my ID, my data, but
you ain't got no data.
But you didn't challenge it. You only.
You didn't provide not one source.
Educated.
You didn't provide not one source.
I could provide you many sources, but the problem is you are.
You got to go look it up. The problem is you got to go look it up.
Exactly. That is how we do.
You can't argue with somebody that denies their own existence because this person's not here. She never existed if her dad never seeded her.
I think that is some kind of, you think that's some flaw.
You are in denial of your own existence. You don't care whether you're here or not.
I know it went over your head, but no, there is no one person.
Children, you would rather the whole general population die off. That's your mentality.
Yes.
So this is why you can't argue with this woman because she absolutely does not believe in
illogical. Just because, but you didn't challenge my ideas. You guys cannot
logical in your opinion. Everything you have said tonight is your specific opinion, your feelings only. It is not the general opinion of everybody else.
It is objective.
Everybody on this planet would do just as you.
Tell me, how do you benefit if you were not? How do you lose if you are not born? Why would you lose if you are not born?
That's an illogical argument. Why would I try to answer something if he was not
here? Because you guys kept on saying, "Oh, we have to leave legacy. We have to leave legacy."
It's like talking. I don't know why we entertain this every time. I mean, if anything, if you can't come up with general arguments that make sense without you being in denial of the definition of the word, and you guys know I key off on words. You use a word, stick to what the meaning is. That's why I asked her, what is your meaning of legacy? She just said, my dad left me the legacy of education. But if he didn't have me, it doesn't matter because I wouldn't be here. So you're arguing with somebody that doesn't care whether she's here or not. What is the point of that?
Now you see, man, why I'm saying we should get our passports.
There's no reason to get heated or argumentative because you're arguing with somebody that just does not care of her own existence and would want to basically hypnotize everybody else into believing the way she believes.
Now you see what I'm saying, fellas? Why we should always get our passports, bro. There's just no hope. I hate to say it, fellas. That's an example right there is what Antoine Dans is talking about. That's why it looked like he flip-flopping. Because when you start getting conversations with people like...
By the way, she left. Nobody kicked her off the panel. Andrew had the phone in his hand the whole time. He's the only one running the show. So when she pops in and pops out like a leprechaun, that's on her own accord.
I ain't do shit.
She'll come up here and throw up her rhetoric and then jump down as she's a victor of an argument that's a non-argument. Then she'll run back to her show and say that.
Like I said, I'm just a messenger. and I still get the flack. I say, hey, listen, I just talk about shit, bro. I'm just a messenger.
Hey, hit the like button if you're in the rooms. I know I'm running 2 different rooms, one on vertical, one on horizontal. Hit the like button if you're in the rooms. Drop a comment at the least. Subscribe to the Andrew Show if you're in one of my rooms. Go ahead.
Go ahead, subscribe to Ronin as well, guys. Ronin Travelers. What up, Buck? Buck,
are you awake?
Are you there, Buck?
Jesus. How do you pop up here and then fall asleep?
Buck,
was he in the back?
Yeah, I was in the back, man.
Jesus.
Were you taking a shit, Buck?
What's going on?
Go ahead, Buck. Go ahead, man. We hear you over there munching down and everything else. What you got on this? And not
my bad. I was eating.
Okay.
I had to drop off because I was eating. I mean, Zed is Zed, man. So it's like when she usually gets the heat, she usually just drop off, then comes back. But I just want to say this, man. Like, there's some guys that's winning overseas, but you don't hear about it because they rather keep their shit private. That's one thing I would do. Is like I would keep my shit private and only probably show it to like select, a group of guys. That's it. But I wouldn't put it out there like that, man, because sometimes privacy is key, man, like to a lot of things.
I agree with you. You don't hear me arguing. You see where I'm sitting. You ain't seen everything I'm doing.
I mean, we can't even agree on what the word legacy means.
Like I said, I don't even think about her, bro. She's somebody that doesn't exist in her own mind.
But she represents, but what I'm trying to tell you, it's not just her, man. She represents, trust me, she represents a group of women that think like that, bro. You cannot have a decent conversation with a lot of women. And I hate to say it that way, that's been programmed. And you just gotta get your passport, bro. I mean, I hate to say it. And I think that's what happened to Antoine. Antoine believes in black family, but then when you run into somebody like that, that's when I start preaching, get your passport. That's why Brother Mercy say, I believe in the black family, but then I run into a sister like that. I'm like, dang, get your passport. So it sounds like I'm flip-flopping, right?
Oh man, that's crazy. I don't know, man. This is all crazy, bro. Everything is all crazy. I'm glad that the brother Unplugged was able to get on here and clear out the differences on the last show with the female. But like I said, if I'm just as real as it comes, brother, I'm not gonna sugarcoat you. But thank God that wasn't his wife or any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But because it could have been, and I don't like to really, go after someone's. Well, I'm not gonna say go after, but I just don't. I wouldn't want to like judge on somebody's wife. I think that's a little bit too far. But if somebody's asking me a question of like, yo, he's with this girl dating. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be my first choice, but he said that they're friends. So there you go.
But what y'all think about the Anton Daniel situation, man? He coming up after the Passport Bros.
Why? What's the purpose?
I mean, it was just a few years ago. He came on BMT's channel, had a debate with him regarding the Passport Bros and all that. He pretty much had the same talking points as Zed. Pretty much saying that these guys are not wanted over in the States. They have to go overseas and that, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I disagree.
You know what I honestly think? I think people get the word Passport Bros confused with like degeneracy, and they mix it up together. Like they could be degeneracy anywhere, to be honest with you, in any type of community. But we can't single-handedly say they're all doing the same shit, because that it's like you saying, well, all black men are tricking and they're just buying Poo-Tang pie. Like, we can't say that because not every black man is on the same type of program. Just like not every black man thinks the same. We all think differently. So, do you guys feel that things are gonna just remain the way it's supposed to be? Like do you think the travel space is gonna be able to clean up itself from the crash?
I mean, if the travel space doesn't clean it up, and specifically we're talking, I'm sure, about black travel space. You know, these countries are getting sick of it, and it's not necessarily just the black travel space that are getting sick of. White people are doing it, Asian people are doing it, Somali people are doing it. You know, Indian people are going over, blowing up areas and doing illegal things. Like there was just a bus, I think, in Thailand where there's 17 Indian guys staying in one place. You know, some had overextended their visas and everything else. So, I mean, as a whole, these countries are going to start policing themselves and saying, like they're doing now, searching phones and everything else before they get in there to eliminate some of the problems of these guys before they even get boots on the ground in their country.
Right.
Facts. And a lot of these countries are taking action. I mean, Japan just elected their a far right president or prime minister. Because the whole immigration thing over there was so bad that they elected a far right president out there, and they're getting their shit together right now. But with Thailand right now, I'm seeing news where it turned into like Pattaya turned into like New Delhi, India. It's like then you go to some parts of Thailand. It's pretty much like Russia, Israel, because there's a lot of Israelis and Russians now going over there, and also Chinese. So it's like that's why Thailand right now just enforced a new law saying you got to have at least some kind of funds before you even come into the country, and they're making the restrictions tighter and tighter and tighter. What's happening is this is gonna weed out like the everyday traveler guys. So it's like
well, now you're limited to 180 days in country unless you change your visa.
Guys who are serious about this whole thing, it's not gonna weed them out, but it's gonna weed out the everyday traveler dudes,
right?
That's traveling on a budget.
But like I said, now even Thailand has a 180-day rule per year. So once you hit 180 days, you can't go back in their country unless you change your visa from a vacationer visitor visa to one of their other alignment visas that allows you to stay longer. So a lot of guys are weighing the pros and cons, particularly because they've already gone past their 180 days and they haven't changed their visas yet.
But see, all this, fellas, all I'm saying is, come on, fellas. I mean, there's got to be some type of rule or regulation, man. What we get mad about? I mean, 108 days is 6 months, bro. I mean, if you over there for 6 straight months, you can't be working back in the States. So you got to have some type of income. See, you got to look at your common sense. If you over there for 6 months, you got to have some type of income. Some people going to these places and they ain't got no income. See, what they don't want you going over there and you just forget about everything you got back at home. And you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got no income. To me, that's not a problem. That's not a big problem. If you over in my country for 6 months, come on, man, that's a long time, fellas. I mean, that we ain't talking 30 days, 60 days. I mean, come on, man. How much leave you got? Like me, I work here in the States. I can't be gone for 6 months. That's a long time, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, some people are sold pipe dreams, man, and they will find ways to kind of stay over there. And once reality hits, you know, they got to come back home.
Or just change your visa. Change your visa to something a little more permanent.
But I'm saying, I don't know. Do people even do remote paying jobs anymore?
Yeah, digital nomad is a big thing now. Yeah,
people still doing it. So,
I mean, one of the biggest income growth per DDG or GDP or whatever in the Philippines is Remit2. There are so many foreign overseas workers a large amount of the income that comes into the Philippines comes in from those workers.
But we just can't assume that you have an income. We just can't assume that. I mean, you don't think you should have to prove that? I mean, come on, man. That's just common sense. I think that's common sense, bro. You should be able to prove your income if you're over somebody's house over 6 months, man. Come on, man.
Facts.
I mean,
I'm over 6 months here. I've been here since May. I renew every 2 months.
Mailwood Talk says Zed needs to worry about the Somalian brothers and sisters getting deported for being reckless and scamming instead of African Americans. Oh, man. That's crazy.
I mean, it's always entertaining to have her on the panel, but when you start going against common, definitions of a word, and then even the way you used it in a common definition, but then you're denying your own self-existence. What are you arguing for?
Yeah, I didn't get that part either because it's like we were agreeing with her.
Yeah.
What she was saying, but then she was still trying to fight us in a way. I'm like, what? I'm like, they're saying basically the same thing with marriage.
I mean, if she goes back and plays that back, she goes, well, I just gave them the same definition they gave me. But again, like I said, she doesn't even care whether she's here or not, nor if anybody else is here. She's openly admitted several times, and not on this panel, but other panels, her own room, that if nobody propagated in the world and the whole planet went dormant because there were no human beings, she wouldn't care. Why would you argue with a woman like that?
I mean, I don't even think there's anything to argue about with her. I was just trying to understand where she was coming from.
No, I'm not just saying for us here, but I'm just saying once you start getting into that mindset of you don't care whether you're here or anybody else, Jesus, that's the type of woman that will go out and grab some kind of nuclear device and try to,
this is
believe populations and shit.
Her mindset is like a feminist. It's like this is what feminist women in the modern world believe.
Yeah,
y'all think it's just Zed that believes this. Feminists actually believe this. Hardcore feminists. Even the same girl that kicked out Asta Hahnemann out of Brazil, she was a feminist. She is a feminist, and it's like this is what they believe. Feminists, this is what they believe. I mean, they don't want equality. They want power.
Yeah. Speaking of power, man, I was dealing with a feminist bitch too. That was a boss lady on my job, man. Yeah, man, and that I don't know. I guess she used to tap dance her feet just to see if I was gonna come in late or not. Wait up for me, man. Ain't that like a way? Don't you think that's kind of an obsession that your boss has to wait outside just to see if you're coming to work on time or not? And she has her hands folded like this, tapping her feet. You better not be late again. Hey, bitch.
Yeah. Some girls here in the States, they're not even gonna date you if they found out that you supported Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or if you're a Republican.
Yeah, I try not to get into politics with people, to be honest.
I mean, imagine you voting for Trump and you trying to date a girl in the city, and she finds out you're a Trump supporter, and then she cuts ties with you.
See, that's the thing about Antoine. That's one of the weaknesses of his arguments. See, he's already married, bro. See, he don't have to make relationships work with these chicks. See, now he could be on a panel because he always talking about, yeah, look at all the women I got on my panel. We get along. Yeah, but you're not in no relationship with them women. You think the way they behave on that panel is the same way they're going to behave as your woman? It's going to be a whole different situation, bro. They're going to be challenging you. They're going to be trying to challenge you. They're going to be trying to be, well, what if, and then she said, well, what if I was never born? I'm like, but that's not reality. Then they go into stuff, then they start fantasizing. Then they start dealing with things that's not real. See what I'm saying? She's dealing with a world that's not even real. How do you even have a conversation with women like that, bro. And it's not just her; it's a lot of women like that, man. And see, I've seen Antoine go off, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I've seen him go off and say, "Brothers, man, get your passports done with these women are done." I've heard him say that these women are cooked. I've heard him say that.
Yeah, I've heard him say that before. Man. I've heard him say that.
You know what kind of puzzles me sometimes in dating is that women have a keen for dating, you know what I'm saying, men that are older than them, right? That's just their natural instinct is to date older men. But then when they get older,
to date what again?
Their natural instincts is to go for older men. Like they've always been into older men.
Women. Oh, okay.
But when they get to a certain age, right, and they start having daughters, or and their daughters are into older men, they have a problem with it. Or if they see other younger women with older men, they have a problem with it. But they were just doing the same cycle like you were doing when you were their age. So why get mad at them? You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen things like that, especially out here.
Well, a perfect example right now is in the media as we speak is Kimora Lee when she's talking about Aoki Lee was dating like some 60-year-old guy.
Yeah.
How old are they?
He was 60.
Yeah, I think Aoki, she's in her 20s.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not unheard of over here in Asia.
It's not. It's a common.
I mean, you just heard Sunshine Shoulders said the same thing.
It's a common thing, though. But even in America, women have practiced that all the time. They've always been into older men. They're even sharing the same type of men. So and they probably don't even know it, or they probably do know it.
Shannon Sharp. Then we just get over that.
But that's a man.
But that whole narrative is actually just facade. If we really think about it, even on a global scale, like women only want older men because of the resources. But if you really kind of think about it, the whole idea of the pool boy, like they want the older man, not because they want him physically or they want him sexually. They want the older man because of the resources. But they also, in the back of their mind, envision cheating on that older man, or again, just dealing with them until they can get the resources and then get rid of them.
Right.
Berlin, is this your stalking channel?
They don't want old. What's up, man?
Is this your stalking channel? Why you change your name?
I changed my channel because the algorithm was not really showing me love with my name being Broken Berlin, and anytime I put anytime I put.
I'm sorry to cut you off, brother.
Okay.
I just want to piggyback.
Say YouTube doesn't like broke dudes going to Germany.
That's not what I was saying. What I was saying was that with the algorithm, if I want people to see my videos, the funk videos, it's harder for people to pull it up because the name Berlin has too many hits. So I switched it to Vildau because there's not many hits on the name Vildau. So now I have the whole, like the algorithm. Now, if you just type in Vildau and then any other word that goes after what's in my videos, now it pops up easy. But the same thing wouldn't have happened if you did Broken Berlin and then Ghost in the Shell. Then you wouldn't see my videos. But now that I switched it to Wash in Wildau, you just put in Ghost and then boom, it goes right to my videos. First video pops up. So that's why I switched it for the algorithm.
That's smart. Yeah, that's smart.
Well, it's kind of crazy that you mentioned that because Checks in Effect, he had a show and he was speaking about a video that he put up, and he's normally doing a certain amount of numbers whenever he uploads videos. He'll do like maybe 30 to 40,000 views, and now it's like it's reduced and being cut to 10 or 20,000 views, and he feels that somebody might have a hit piece on him. So there's a little bit something strange going on with the travel space. I noticed that with these higher ranking travelers. I mean, have you
to interrupt you, actually Sunshine Shoulders had a video about this, and he said that what he realized was that there's something in you guys' YouTube studio. I don't know what it is, and I can't tell you what video he mentioned this, but he was saying how in your studio, there's something where you can switch off, because what is going on? His videos were being translated into different languages, and once he switched that
Oh,
off, he got his viewership went right back up. It was like it was being translated into different languages, so that's why the views went down. He said, according to him, but then he said once he switched it back off, his views went back up. So
okay. I think I've heard about something like that too. I'm not too
yeah, if your show is being translated into Russian, your views might be
That kind of makes
dropped.
sense. I think that kind of makes sense because it takes so long to translate the show that it
Yeah.
falls off the algorithm as far as being hot, because they want instant hits or views on your channel. And if you're not getting it because it's taking so much time to translate the show, then it kicks you out of the hot button area.
Yeah, it's something in you guys' studio, and like I said, I don't know what it is. He
Oh,
did
I
a
know the
video.
button you're talking about. Yeah, I know that button. And it did ask me several times, would you like your videos translated into, I only do Filipino, Tagalog, and English right now because of the area I'm in.
Yo, Unplug, if you're hearing this, man, I need to get you on a one-on-one show, bro. We smoke a blunt together and we do something fantastic, bro.
Smoke a blunt together.
Pause.
Yeah, that ain't sound too right.
They're gonna ride that magic stick.
Smoke, a true smoke show, right?
True smoke show. Hey, the
They
brother
gonna-
was smoking. He was smoking too.
Yeah, he was smoking that magic stick.
Pause.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that.
Pause, bro.
Some of that just does not translate well.
It doesn't.
Flag on the play. Oh man. But that's crazy, man. Like people really
So
got
Andrew,
hit.
did we confirm or not that our brother BMT has jumped the broom?
Oh man, that's just nasty work right now, bro.
Dude, you being
Why
messy,
is that
brother.
nasty work?
Oh
Why is
man.
that nasty work?
Oh, but yeah, but it is public. It is public though. It is
I mean, he
public.
put it on the
he
video.
put it out there.
He highlighted it on the video
but
that
that's what I'm
next
saying.
time I come back to Vietnam, I have to bring the wife. I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only
I
talk
agree.
about stuff. I only talk about stuff that's presented on YouTube, bro. If it's out there, I'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
but I'm just
But it's
saying he
YouTube.
said it. I just wanted to confirm it. Like I mean, I'm
Yeah, that's
congratulating
what I
because
heard.
that becomes one
Congratulations.
person that
But
becomes
then
one
the other
person that
messy,
can say,
listen, the other messy brother got on the show and talked about congratulations to BMT with him and his Thai girlfriend being pregnant. You know, there's so much stuff going on that maybe some people like to keep to themselves.
Yeah.
well,
Maybe
you
because she is carrying a bundle of joy. He said, I might as well make sure it's legit.
yeah,
And we're gonna go ahead and jump the room. I don't know.
I agree
We can get
because
on
he never shows her, and that's
wouldn't
a
either.
good thing.
I
That's a
wouldn't
good
either.
thing.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't show.
yeah, that's a good thing.
My biggest. Let me tell you something. Don't show nothing. I mean, there was a time where you can show your significant other and shit, but don't even show that. Don't do that. Don't even show the girl you're dating. None of that stuff.
Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah. If it's somebody you're having fun with and shit, and you're on the camera, then that's okay. Yeah, ain't a big deal or whatever. But if it's like a significant other or someone you're trying to like really talk to, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I mean, you can. I mean, look at Love Crossing Borders. I mean, he got him and his wife.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're married, and that's cool. And so is Phil,
it's
his wife on the show. You know, Black Smile has dipped and had his wife on the show.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
it's a
so
little different. It's a little different.
Married.
It's a little different with them, though. Let's be fair. I mean, they kind of cemented themselves for a long time, and not just that. It's different with them. I mean, BMT's had some drama in these streets, man. Like, he had some wars in these streets. You know that. You know, he had some people who didn't like him. So, you know, you don't want to put yourself out there, your business out there. So I can respect that.
Yeah,
Because
I
there's always
respect
going to
it
be the
too.
ops out there lurking. You know what I'm saying?
I respect the fact that if he is, you know, that's if he's tied to knot, that I respect that too because
Yeah.
that's a good look on the movement that he's.
I think so too. Yeah, if he got married, yeah, why not? I mean, I think most men should be seeking that. In my personal opinion, if you're traveling overseas, you should be seeking for the best growing fruit, right?
Do you think that most men should be seeking, like, going overseas to try to find a wife, or do you think that most men should be seeking just having sexual pleasure whenever they, and just be that and not be judged on that?
I just think that men should be seeking the best at what they want when it comes down to women.
Yeah.
But why we keep getting questioned, man? I don't like this whole thing about getting questioned about what we doing. Because the women, hold on. Let me tell you what I'm saying. Let me make my point.
But you got to
these women don't get questioned
out there are in different stages of life. You got younger guys, you got guys that are middle, the 30 to 40. You got those guys who recently divorced. So everybody's traveling for just different reasons. There may be you got the BMTs, like even Average Man Unplugged said he wanted to have a kid one day. He may even want to be married one day. So he's in that 40 range where he's like, okay, I kind of want to settle down. BMT's in that 40 range. He's probably settling down.
Yeah.
But the women don't get questioned like this, bro. That's what I got a problem with. It's only us.
Because women are on top in our society. I mean, that's just a perfect example of it. Like, when you really kind of think about it, like, black women in our community are allowed to police us.
It's like when women. Here's the thing.
Never mind. Go ahead.
When women cheat, all the women got their back. Is what I'm saying. But when men cheat, it's like everybody just dogs him out. Is what I'm saying. Just look what happened to that Michigan coach. Is what I'm saying. Everybody was against him. Is what I'm saying. But when a woman does it, it seems like she gets supported for it. And when
you can just do it like this. Like, if you ask a woman, like, if a man cheats, does that make him a bad father? Should that affect, his child support? Should that affect all that? And they'll say, yeah, absolutely. And they'll say, like, if a man cheats, then, he clearly isn't, he needs to pay some kind of penalty for cheating. And I'll say, okay, no problem. And I say, does the same apply for a woman cheating? Like, if a woman cheats, does that go back to her and her motherhood? Should she be penalized now? If that's the case, logically, if a woman cheats in their marriage, should the kids go with the father? And they'll say no. So it's like, well, then we now logically explain the difference in that. If you believe that a man is a bad father because he cheated and he needs to be punished and maybe pay child support, or he doesn't get to see his kids that much because he cheated, fine, okay, no problem. That's your position. But does the same apply for a woman? And
I'm
then ask them to make it make sense.
And I'll make it real easy for you. I'm gonna make this real easy for you. When the women talk about they want to go on a girls' trip, do somebody stop them and say, well, why are you going on this trip? Are you going to find a husband? Or are you going to? I don't see that. I don't see the questions.
Hey, if they're going to Jamaica, you already know what time it is.
Well, I think also too,
Vincent St. Jacques.
Let's always remember that.
Oh man!
Shout out to Vincent St. Jacques. He's doing his best down there.
I think Kevin Samuel said this too, was that we as men, we grant access to marriage. Right?
Exactly.
Because we're going to ask the question. Women are there to accept the question, or accept, or or deny, or say no. So that's why you're not saying women are going outside of the United States to find a husband. Men, on the other end, may be going outside the United States to find a wife, and they will propose to that woman to either bring her back or keep her there in her country.
Hey, bro. Hey, come on, man. I can't let you get away with this, bro. I asked a simple question. The women going on the girls' trip, and we hear this all the time. I don't see nobody stopping them and saying, well, why are you going to Jamaica? Is it because you're going to look for a husband? Are you going on a sex trip? I don't hear these questions.
You have to ask the question with a lisp, sir.
You forgot one of the most famous places a lot of women like going to, Dubai.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Dubai.
Let's say that.
You know they get.
You know why you don't hear that question, Mercy? We don't give a fuck. We don't care.
Basically.
Even,
I
even when
mean,
they get,
we
even when
don't
they
try
get
to
too deep
police
on the
women's
chest,
punani.
even when they get,
look,
even when they get
look
that on the
at,
chest.
but look at, I think it's somewhere. Was it they were talking about France, where all the women were going down to this part of Africa to get broke off down there.
Yeah. I know which country you're talking about. I can't remember the name. I thought it began with a B, but I'm not sure.
I forget too, but they were talking about women, from Europe going into Africa, for boy toys or
Gambia.
whatever you want
There
to
it is. Army got it. It's Gambia.
Gambia, yeah. So, I think this is a new frontier for women to travel for, sex. Not like men. Men, we've always been traveling. Since the beginning of time, when Christopher Columbus or whoever sailed the seas, or the Vikings or whoever, we've always traversed the oceans and conquered. And part of the conquering is taking the women.
Well, can we be kind of honest here a little bit, fellas? Because I think the real reason on some real stuff is why women are not really talked about their sex tourism stuff, because they don't really put that shit out there.
So
Like
their
the way we
friends
do.
know. They
Yeah.
know.
We kind of know
Hey,
what they
bro.
do, I mean, but especially
Hey,
when they
bro,
take
you
trips
go on
and stuff.
YouTube. They got videos, bro. You can go on YouTube what these girl trips
Really?
look like. They got them. I've seen them.
Yeah.
What
Oh
they do in
shit.
Jamaica. What they do.
Oh,
Oh, I watched a lot of them. It's a lot of them on there, bro. It's a lot of them. But you just gotta look for them. It ain't
I
like
mean,
it's gonna pop up on your
nowadays they go to
feed.
like
hey,
Dubai became the new
Hey, you need to drop a
and
link in
it's
the
like
back
they
chat
get it
there.
on over there.
okay.
Mercy. So Andrew, drop a link in the private chat of one of them, Mercy, so Andrew can get in the algorithm. Because once he search one of them,
Oh, hey, nah, chill. Don't do
you'll
that.
have plenty to talk about then.
Nah, man, don't do that. But hey, but
Get all
listen,
kind of content.
but they do. They go to Dubai and they get golden showers and stuff to get money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but you know what I'm talking about. This man went Dark Vader on my ass. Oh man.
I know a dude, he does a whole show. He talks about how Canadian women go after, and see, it's not just the black woman that goes after Jamaicans. It's the Canadians that go after Jamaicans. Jamaicans be getting it in, bro. He did a whole show on it. How the Jamaicans be getting it in with Canadian women and the American women, and how women all over the world go after Jamaican men. So y'all think that's just the Caribbean guys? Y'all think it's just a fetish? Nah, a lot of them be going to Jamaica. It's not just our women. The Canadians be going after them too. Australians do too. They be going
Yeah, but
after
they
the
don't.
Jamaicans, bro.
But their buzz ain't really feeling like us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever we do, son, we on the news. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens. But I get
And
what you're
they be
saying.
and see, look, no, but look, I'm gonna tell you, because this dude goes into depth. They be paying for their plane tickets for them to come to Canada and go back. They be footing the bill for these dudes, man. Because the Jamaicans, they're not making no money over there in their country. The Jamaican men ain't making a lot of money over there.
Nah, they ain't
So they
making
be
none.
that's what I'm saying. They be going over there spending their money on them Jamaicans. I'm telling you, bro. See, see what they do to us. They tell us, "Oh, she just wants you for your green card." But see, they tell us that, but then they tell us that, bro. But then I think they project. I think women be projecting, bro. Because they'll tell us that, but then they spend all their money on them Jamaicans, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not
They
lying about that.
project with everything they say and they do, man. Don't go by what they say, go by what they do. I've been always told, just watch a woman's actions. Don't go by what they say, because they gonna tell you anything. You know, man. Bitches will swear up and down the sky is purple. And you be looking at that shit and she be trying to convince you that it is. Even though you know it ain't, but she's gonna have ways to convince you. Well, I feel this way. So you need to feel that way too.
I mean, this goes back to what I've said plenty of times, and it is the fact that Black women, because we've been raised in single homes and single parent homes for almost 50 plus years, have instilled in Black men to have the woman as the head of the household. That is not the way. We all become son husbands to our mothers, our sisters, our aunties, our grandmothers. That is not the way society works. Black men are the head of the house, not subservient to a woman. And I'm not talking about your house, to your family house, meaning the name. That means overall, whether they live in your house or not.
You know, guys,
goes on with my mother, and she's 81 years old.
I was watching some Instagram videos, man, and these young girls are doing testimonies on how you know they're saying, "Hey, I'm giving up on trying to find myself a man." And these women are very attractive women. And you're like, do you think there's a social decline happening right now? Like,
now, who was this again? You said who said this?
Women are complaining.
You talking about American women?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're complaining about men. Like, they're saying, well, you know, I guess the way they feeling about things, like they're not around.
And bro, what did you just say? You just said out your mouth, you can't listen to what they say. You just said that.
I know. It's just crazy. It's just, I know, but it's just crazy the shit they saying. That's why I'm just, wow. Okay. These girls are crying. They're doing testimonies and shit.
They don't believe none of that stuff, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, they don't believe none of the stuff they saying. And I'm telling you right there, they don't believe none of the stuff they saying. The reason why they mad, because they can't get the man that they want. It ain't that they can't get a man. That's what they're gonna tell you.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a certain type of dude that they want that they can't get.
They can't get
and
it.
they mad about it. And they mad about it. That's all it is, bro.
Oh man, I'll get trolled by women all the time, brother. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, women will troll the shit out of me, man, with stories too. And I just be like, oh, word, maybe I should get you on the show. But every single time I try to get them on the show, they're like, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to get them comfortable so that way they can, you know, express their feelings. We can get to know, you know, what's going on your side. And then,
bro, you know how that turns out. You need to play that damn song. Play that clip that you made. You know how that shit work out eventually. Shit.
Yeah.
See, they don't want to come on here and they don't want to have to come on here and try to explain how they feel because they know it's not going to make any sense.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, Andrew, you just rub women the wrong way, bro.
I do, man. I don't know why.
Cut you out, beat your ass, all kind of shit.
I know, that's crazy though. Ain't that shit? That shit's crazy. I be getting all types of women want to kick my ass, want to kill me and shit. I had this one girl with what's her name?
Melissa?
Unplugged's friend. When Unplugged was on here, Unplugged was like, this shit funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool sport.
You
But the
Melissa?
woman, huh?
Melissa?
No, is that her name?
No, there was the other
You
girl.
talking about Melissa?
No, I'm talking about the other. It starts with a Z, not Z. No, L. It starts with an L. My bad. L.
Oh,
She was
what
on
was
here.
the other girl that you met? Jonica or Melissa, the Mexican girl? What was her name?
I don't know.
Sakana.
You know,
Melissa Sakana.
I don't know.
Is that her name? Yeah. I think that's her name.
Brother, come on, man. Come on, stop. All the way back. Well, what's old girl's name? I can't even remember her name.
I just forgot her name.
You talking about
Black
the
man
one that called him a potato head?
Yeah. What's her name? I forgot her name already. Damn.
The one who did the clip.
Yeah, man, do the clip. Play the female clip of her jumping on you. What's her name? I can't think of her name right now.
I don't know. Oh, you talking about another? See, you got me confused now. I was talking about another girl that was on here earlier with Unplugged. Now you talk.
Oh, his play sister.
Yeah,
I call him.
Yeah. But you know, He explained it.
We
so,
thought you were talking about all the women that have come at you.
The Play sister was mad at me. She was pissed off, bro. She wanted to kill. She wanted to
All
kick
the
my
chicks
ass.
get mad at you, man.
I don't know, bro. She wanted to kick my
They all
ass,
get
bro.
mad at you.
But she was laughing at the same time, bro. That's the craziest shit. She was laughing her ass off. She had emojis. I kind of miss Maya though. I need Maya back on this shit.
That's it.
Oh, that
Maya.
was
See,
Ma-
you
that's
knew
just
the
Maya.
name. You know the goddamn name.
Ah, shit. Maybe I should have.
The Andrew Show.
I guess y'all men just don't get it. Y'all just don't get it.
The Andrew Show.
I heard.
Why you stop? That wasn't it. Say it all.
Talking shit, gang, and we can do whatever, Andrew Show.
The Andrew Show.
It's not getting through your thick ass fucking potato head skull.
What was that smoke between you and Pop? I was kind of confused on that.
Everybody got
Let him play. Let him play it. Let him play.
Everybody who's a
Play that clip.
They all got
The
problems.
Andrew Show.
Andrew showing the splitness.
No, I actually will beat the shit out of Andrew Show though. Like he knows I'll beat the shit out of him.
The Andrew Show.
Just because I ain't get on your goofy ass show and shit like that because you tarnish, all you do is a hit piece show, gang. I ain't want to get on your shit, nigga.
The Andrew
Cut that
Show.
fluffy ass fucking hair off the top of your fucking head. Maybe what I'm saying is gonna fucking seep through.
The Andrew Show.
I ain't want to get on your shit, niggas mad because I ain't want to get on that shit, nigga. If you want to box, we can box on my kids, nigga. And I'll be back in the States on the 22nd, nigga. We can meet up anywhere. I'm landing in Iraq, folk, on my kids. Any gym you want to meet up at, we can box on my kids, nigga. On the nation, folk. Anything you want to do, folk, I'm with it. On my kids, nigga. Niggas bitch made me mad because I ain't want to hop on a fucking interview panel and shit like that because niggas tried to make me look like a...
The Andrew Show.
You know what I'm saying? Like he'll tell you, like, if you drop the link, he'll come on and tell you, like, yeah, Rello will beat the shit out of me.
Want me to drop the link for Andrew's show?
I mean, you can send it to him, and he'll tell you, like, Rello will. He will tell you.
Welcome to The Andrew
says
Show.
no or doesn't want something, that's what she means. It's not about being bullying you or telling you what to do. I don't want my motherfucking picture on your fucking show as a thumbnail.
Welcome to The Andrew Show.
God damn it, motherfucker.
You don't piss a lot of people off on the show. Damn, Andrew, why you be rubbing people the wrong way? I'll be on the same panels. I don't get none of that.
And you worse than me. How the fuck does that work?
Yo, I think Andrew need to let somebody else do his thumbnails because all this shit always starts from some thumbnail shit.
Yo, you ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying. Over a thumbnail.
Yeah, the thumbnails, man, you gonna get you fucked
you
up.
You can tell a nigga is nice with the thumbnails. If I'm getting under your skin under a thumbnail and I got all your peoples coming on my show, I'm doing something right.
Hey,
but see, the thing is,
you up because of that thumbnail.
I mean, you could present all kind of data showing that black men marry black women and all this type of stuff. But see, that's not the issue. The issue is when they see these NBA players and these NFL players got white women, or they date white women, or they going into the draft, they marrying white women. See, they see that. See, that's the only opinion they care about. They care about their opinion. The NFL and the NBA black men and the powerful black men. They care about what they do. And if they get a white woman or if they interracial date, that means all black men interracial date. That's how they look at us. They look at the top of us, and in their mind, the hierarchy and what they do is projected for the rest of us do. They don't pay attention to data. They just go off, well, I want the NBA player. I don't want your ass anyway, Mercy. I want the NBA player.
We might not all interracial date, but we definitely interracial smash.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I got to notice too that this girl hit me up and she wants to come on here and give me a piece of her mind.
Why are you waiting? What's the hesitation,
Her
bro?
and
That's
her,
what you
her and
for.
her two friends. Her and her two
Tonight.
Bro,
friends.
that's what you live for. What you mean?
Yeah,
Tonight?
come on, bring it. Bring the smoke. Come on, witches. I called y'all witches.
Drop the link. Drop the link.
The link's in my chat all day. I've always said the panel is open. By the way, I got the link pinned on both of my rooms. You can hit the link anytime you want. Kaizo's in here. Kaizo, you usually want something. You got something to say about FBA, black women, black men. I can't believe Kaizo ain't hit it.
Uh-oh. I promise you I didn't do it.
What? Is that Kaizo? Who's that?
Samana.
Is that her?
Yep.
Oh, this is Kaizo. This is Kaizo. What's up, man?
Oh, what's good? What's good, brother?
I've jumped on your panel. At least this panel, you can at least simulcast. You stingy motherfucker.
Yeah,
So
but
you-
you know, I'm kind of wary of these kinds of panels. You know, it's gonna ruin my
Why?
street cred.
Why you scared? Why you scared? Why you scared?
You know, I got a street cred to maintain. You know.
You got street cred, so you going down to the lower people? Is that what you're trying to say, Kaizo?
Well, you know, okay. I'm sorry, my voice is breaking for some reason. Okay, so the title is a black men taking L's overseas. I don't think anyone's taking L's, are they?
No, I don't.
Wait, are you coming
To
from?
be honest
what
with you,
state are
we've already discussed that they
hold
were
on.
not taking L's.
Let them talk about the topic first. Hold on. Let them talk
What
about the
space are
topic
you
first.
coming from? Are you first of all, are you a traveler? Are you a passport bro? Where do you find the space?
Well, definitely not a passport, bro. Right? That's a cultural movement. I'm just a digital nomad.
Okay, so where
Are you Caribbean, bro? Are you Caribbean?
Hold on. Y'all jumping on the brother. Let him talk. Hold on, bro.
Okay, passport,
We're gonna ask
bro.
the check questions. Hold on,
But, hold
guys.
on. I know who he is. That's why I'm saying. But hold on.
No,
Let him
but the
introduce
rest of the
himself.
panel don't know who he is.
I'm trying to get him there, but you interrupting.
I'm trying to ask him the questions so we can
He's
get an
gonna tell
understanding.
you, bro. He
He'll
just
tell you.
said. He's gonna tell you. Go ahead, Kaizo. Explain who you are and why you feel like the topic might be a little questionable for your people. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm Kaizo, right? I'm a digital nomad. Shout out to you. Yeah. I've traveled around the world, been all over the world: Africa, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, Ethiopia. I've been to America, in New York at least, the UK, and several other countries.
And the pride of your nation is Kaizo?
Yeah, I'm Kenyan. I'm Kenyan.
All right, but you live in the UK.
Correct. Well, the UK is my home base. Correct. Yeah, that's my home base. Yeah, I mean, I started traveling because essentially I realized that I'm living in Okay, let me start this way, and I'm gonna make enemies here. I think if you're traveling for,
It's all right. I got enemies.
right, if you're traveling for women, then I think you're a loser, right? But I think if you're traveling to make your life easier, I think you're taking the W. So in my case, right, I'm ugly, right? I'll give myself like a 2 out of 10. Right, let's start. Let's start.
Hey, yo, come on, bro. Hey, come on, bro. You can't do that.
No,
Bro.
you gotta be honest, man. Like, it is what it is, right? So I'll give myself a 2 out of 10.
bro.
Yeah, I mean,
You
ain't
said
nothing wrong
what?
with that. I mean, we ugly, bro. I mean, that shit.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's all right.
Repeat that again. You come on.
I mean, you can get with Unplugged's friend if you want. You know what I mean?
Oh shoot.
Exactly. That I would say that's me, right? But exactly. That's a perfect example. So look, the reason why I started traveling around the world is just simply because it's cheaper around the world, man. Like living in the UK, I was living in a little box, paying rent in $600 for a little room shared with 4 other people, shared bathroom and all that stuff. I realized around the world you can live so much cheaper. Like Japan, I tried Japan first. It was good, but the society is a bit too, I don't know, too different. I tried Africa, but then Ethiopia, but then the internet was pretty bad. So I started moving around different countries. Finally, I found Kenya, right? Kenya was like the perfect place. My rent is $200 a month. And that's, swear to God, it's as nice as a 2-bedroom Atlanta apartment. I make money on YouTube, right? So I make at least $800, maybe $700 a month. That's enough to keep me more than happy and more than satisfied. I have a family. So I think traveling definitely helped open up my eyes, right? In the UK, look, I'll shout out the UK for giving me education and setting me up. But at the end of the day, I was living like a slave in a tiny little room. Right now, I'm a happy man, right? I'm successful in certain ways. I left my job behind. I quit, that whole white supremacy stuff. And right now, I'm trying to build my own life.
Oh, that's good, man. You said that you are a digital nomad. Are you working for a company or just doing the YouTube thing?
I also have my own company as well, like a marketing agency.
No, but are
YouTube
you
as
working
well.
for an outside company also?
No. I just have my own company.
Okay.
So what part of Kenya are you?
Usually I'm in Nairobi, but right now I'm in the
Nairobi?
coast. Yeah.
No, the reason I'm asking is because you say you pay $200 a month in Nairobi.
Mm-hmm. There's actually a place you can check it out, right? It's called Wrong
No,
Guy.
I'm just asking. Yeah.
Yeah. 200. Look, I think you guys know Austin Holloman, right?
Yes.
No, I don't know him.
Yes.
Yeah, we know him.
Wait, someone laugh. 800 a month. 800 a month is enough for me to survive. Very good. I guarantee that. Like things here are extremely cheap. My alcohol, for example, costs me 750 ml of 40% liquor is $5, right? All I do is drink, eat, and do YouTube. So I'm pretty happy actually.
So Army,
right?
hold on. Let me just say this. Let me say this real quick. You're talking about a Kenyan in Kenya making 800 American. That means he's not getting shiesty. They're not cheating him out of what the real price is. He's not getting a foreigner price. He's getting a real fucking price for $800, beside for what he does and his personal business as far as marketing. So yeah, for Americans saying $800 a month ain't shit, you're right. For a Kenyan in Kenya, it's a whole nother fucking story.
Just for clarification, you did say that you had a family, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so your $800 is covering you and your family. That's really
Oh,
good.
look, in Africa, honestly, look, in Kenya, that's more than enough, right? I swear I saved like $300 a month on top of that. And we eat good. Like, let me give you the actual prices of things. Maybe it's different culture because maybe Americans, you guys prefer certain brands, right? But let me, literally give you the numbers. Rent in a good place. My neighbors are white, and there's a point I'm bringing that up, right? I'm paying $200 a month. My internet is $20 a month. My water bill, I don't have any. Electricity is free. I got solar energy. Regarding
transportation,
I don't drive. But transport is cheap. I use tuk-tuks or Uber. Uber you can get anywhere around Nairobi for like $10. The bus, I might use a private bus if I haven't got the baby around, but I don't really use that anymore. Regarding food, right? I eat chicken every day or beef, right? Beef or chicken, 1 kilogram is $2.80 for the chicken.
Now, is this at local grocery store? I mean,
supermarket, like supermarket.
Okay.
Yeah. Local is actually more expensive than if you go to a supermarket. So supermarket chicken is for 1 kilogram. I guess you guys to convert it to pounds, you just almost double it, right? For 2 pounds of chicken, it's like $3. For beef, right? T-bone steaks or New York strip, whatever kind of thing is, it fluctuates the price because of it depends on the season, but generally you're not paying more than $7 per kilogram again for 2 pounds. Again, so what I do is I just, for example, me and my family, we got like 1 kilogram a day to share between us. We got the rice, whatever it is. We're not spending much on food. We're not spending much on drinks or anything. So if you look at the $800, we actually managed to save $300 a month on that salary. And that's what, again, I'm also a chef, so I don't really need to go eat out. And the food when we eat out isn't even as good as the one I cook. So generally we don't eat out much anymore. But even then, eating out in Africa, in Nairobi, is like $10 per meal, right? So it's not that expensive.
So may I ask, how large is your family?
Just a young family, just one kid, one wife.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so 800 is more than enough. Yeah, more than enough in Africa.
Now,
like
does your
Austin
wife work?
Holloman's. No, I told her not to.
Oh, okay.
there's no need for her to work, right? She does work from home if she wants to. But I just told her just focus on the baby.
Oh, that's good. That's good,
There
man.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, and my other business brings in about 2,000 to 3,000 a month, so I save all of that.
Hello. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's possible. So are you taking the L as being somebody that travels, but you're in your homeland, right? Considering that you're
100% not.
Yeah.
100% not. Like I just think you got to figure out like a stable source of income, and then you can kind of make it work. I would say that's the main thing for me. YouTube, like I said, the more I work on YouTube, the more I make. The other company, honestly, I should work more to get more clients. At the moment, I've got like 3 high paying clients, but I need to increase my business basically.
Also, too, I think was favorable to you is that you said did you grow up in Kenya and educated in England?
No, I've grown up in the UK most
Okay.
of my life.
But you are Kenyan of origin?
Yeah, my parents are Kenyan,
Yeah.
correct.
So you understand a culture, you understand, and you I think
Yes.
someone mentioned earlier is that you're not going to get the gringo price or the price that like I saw
Well,
Austin getting.
right. See,
at
that one
times.
is a misnomer, right? Let me explain that one. The gringo price. It has nothing to do with whether you know the culture or not. I think it's just I'm a businessman in general. So anytime I go anywhere, right, in any country, because same thing with Ethiopia, Uganda, I've never been overpriced. Even in Japan, right? You just got to know the local price for every single thing. And also, generally these days, I don't buy anything on the streets. So if you don't have a price on your item, unless I really need it, I'm just not buying it. And for me to kind of figure out prices, I use Jumia. If you go, at least with certain African countries, you got this website called Jumia, right? I'm sure if you go Asia, they have
Yeah.
an equivalent. You just figure out the general price for items there, and then when you go on the streets, you know how to negotiate.
Yeah. I'm actually
And also,
invested in Jumia.
Can you drop that? Yeah.
Oh,
Can
nice.
you drop that link in the back chat so I can put it out there for everybody?
Yeah, let me.
I hold stock
Alright,
in
hold
Jumia.
on.
It's like the Amazon of Africa.
Yeah, it's really it's a really really good website. It like gives you it lets you know what the actual market price is for items, and then when you're on the streets or town, you can figure out if you're being overcharged or if it's actually a good price. It's a very good situation. Now I do also change my accent, and I think Black Americans don't like doing this, maybe because they feel it's fake, but I don't speak
Over the
the
top
way I
of the
speak.
chat.
Yeah, I've dropped a link to the Kenyan one, but different African countries have their own version, but it's the same
Alright, guys, I
website.
just dropped the link.
Yeah. So what I've noticed is Black Americans don't like changing their accents. I change my accent on purpose when I'm going out, especially if it's near where I live. I don't want anyone near me knowing that I'm not Kenyan. So my accent changes 100%, because the moment they know you're a different kind of. Go ahead.
You're stolen Americanism because of your accents. Here's the thing.
Sorry, so
Let me tell you some things about Kaizo. Kaizo will start a fight in a heartbeat about FBAs versus everything else.
I want to see what he was. I want to hear what he. I want to
But-
hear what he was talking about. He was saying something about why did you have to change your accent?
Yeah. Okay. So if you speak your normal accent where you live, right? People know where you're from. They know everything about you. In Africa, people shouldn't know whether you're Black American, whether you're Kenyan. It doesn't, just they shouldn't know where you're from. And if they're gonna know that you're not Kenyan, they
Tell
should
them
think
why.
you're from Uganda. They should think you're from Nigeria. They shouldn't think you're Black American. The moment they
them-
know you're Black American,
Yes.
oh yeah, they're going to figure out ways to get money out of you, to extort money from you, whether peacefully or otherwise. That's just a reality. Because remember, the gate man, the guy that comes to clean your house, they're all feeling certain things, right? They come to your house, they see you got nice things, they hear the way you speak, and in Africa or any kind of global South, your accent shows class. You could be the lowest class in America, but here, to the average person, they think obviously you're a different class. So they're going to try to find a way to get money from you, or just kind of figure a way how to get themselves in your life and most people don't have good intentions when they see you, right? Scam is the least of your problem. They could create other kind of issues. So the only time I speak my normal accent is when I'm outside of my town area, where I don't really get to meet those people again. But generally speaking, you shouldn't expose your tribe, right? Like you as a Black American, nobody should know you're Black American. If they ask, just say you're from Uganda, and put on some Ooga Booga accent, and that's what I do.
Where are you from originally?
I am Kenyan originally.
Oh, you're Kenyan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
he was raised in the UK though.
Yeah.
I mean that makes sense, because I mean there's a lot of Africans that's in the UK.
Yeah, like okay, this is my accent when I'm going to the shops. Hello, what are you doing? Can I please have the meat and the rice? That's it, man. You gotta change your accent, man. If you don't change your accent, you're just too exposed, right? Everyone knows you. Everyone knows what you're about. Everyone kind of figure out too much information about you and your.
Do you
think? Go ahead.
I mean, I know you're Kenyan, but know that you're foreign, because what you're telling me is something that I've heard before with other expats. Like they try not to really want people to know where they're actually from when they're speaking the language, or if they migrate with people. Do you think this is a world-class thing that they're going to target, or other countries would probably be doing the same thing as Kenya, like targeting African Americans? They have money.
Yeah, well, not just African Americans, right? Any kind of American sounding person is going to be targeted, 100%. Like, it is what it is, right? But the whole accent thing. I mean, the moment you start speaking your accent, people's eyes light up, right? Whether men, women, it doesn't matter, right? Everyone's eyes light up, and it's lighting up because what they're seeing is money. They're seeing the dollar sign.
So my question to you is this: you say you live in a kind of a white section of Kenya. Do they
Correct.
also change their accent?
No, they generally don't. But you see, with the white people, I don't know. The Africans feel different approaching white people. You see, for you, they see you just like one of them, right? But somehow American. But for the white people, they kind of, especially near the estates, they don't really approach white people like that. They kind of
they give them the regular price. They don't mess around with their pricing or try to gouge or scam them.
No, the price will still be higher, but they don't really approach them to try to scam them. They scam them only if the white person approaches them. For you, they will actually target you, right? They'll feel like because you're Black like them, they can somehow talk to you, because in African culture, you can just speak to anyone, whether it's a president or as long as a person is in front of your eyes. Is that kind of culture that you can just say, you can say hi and kind of introduce yourself. I'll give you an example, right? Around where I live, and this has happened almost everywhere I've lived, you always get these people who, and here's the thing with the Africans, they watch you every day, right? What you're doing, what your life is about.
Hell no,
right?
Man.
That's they just watch you, man.
That's nowhere. That's no.
Oh yeah, they watch you. They watch you, man. Like so, I remember there was a guy, and this has happened everywhere I've lived, basically. But there's a guy who comes to me. He's like, "Oh yeah, hey, he's a guy who drives the motorbike, right? He's like, he calls me over, and I'm like, yeah, I'm busy right now. And he's like, oh, can I take you, right? Because this motorbike is a form of transport. I was like, nah, I'm walking today. Then he leaves me alone. Then he notices that the person I was paying, I realized I underpaid them, so I went back and I paid the right amount. Then this time he comes to me, then tries to force an interaction. So he's like, can I take you? I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm walking today. Maybe next time. Then he starts coming with his plan. Oh, he's like, oh, I've seen you around, you and your wife or whatever. Can you give me a loan, right? And obviously a loan to women or Africans is not a loan, right? Whenever a woman or an African asks you for a loan, it's not a loan. It's you giving them money.
Yeah.
Now he didn't ask for much. And the thing is, I could have given it to him. The problem is, the moment you give them anything once, it's now, yeah, and not just like, oh, randomly once every 3 months. No, every single day. It's like it's iterative, right? You do it once, and I've done this mistake several times. There's like beggars who's asked.
That sounds like a Filipino chick that I got jammed with at one time. You know, I was trying to help her out. She kept on asking me for money every single day for something. I'm like, man, but she would try to tell me that she's reaching a certain goal, but it's just.
What were you doing? Online dating here?
Yeah, I've been through my shit, bro. Trust me. Ain't no shame in my game. You know what I mean? I've been through that shit back in the days.
Hopefully you wasn't sending them money.
Well.
Okay, it's extortion, right? It's definitely extortion. Like the last time I remember, I was with my wife and my kid. Right, we were getting into some kind of tuk-tuk. It's like that three-wheel car thing. And then he comes to me. He's like, "Oh, my friend got in an accident. He died, and there's a funeral." I was like, "Sorry." I even gave him like $1, right? I was like, I don't have any money to give right now, right? I've got a budget. I gave him $1. Then he comes back another day, and then he's like telling me the same story, saying, "Oh, he needs money to not go to the funeral." And I was just like, "Yeah, I'll give it to you when I come back." Then I just don't take that route anymore because they make you feel so uncomfortable. That's the issue now with them knowing that you have more money than them, and they know that because of your accent, right? So engaging with people around you, you can't actually even talk to them. Generally, I wouldn't really recommend it because you're just building up a repertoire for them to come and scam you. That's just it. It's just you just kind of learn this early onwards. Then there's also the cultural differences, right? If you marry an African girl, right, you got to deal with their family and whatever is how they were raised and what they think is right or wrong. That's also that has its own caveats as well.
Okay.
Now, do they work on like the dowry or no, or it's just
No, they definitely do. I wouldn't pay that just because I reject that culture, right? Obviously, they wouldn't be happy if I don't pay it. I'm sure they're not happy that I didn't pay for it. But yeah, I'm not interested in that culture, so I wouldn't pay for it. But yeah, they definitely still do that culture.
Now I heard that's a very common thing, and like. Also heard that when the white man comes to Africa, he doesn't pay the dowry. I mean, is that true?
Yeah, because but for the white man, they always find a way to scam him, right? Like in the end, so they won't force him to pay for it because what they'll do is they'll get the white man to be emotionally entangled to the family, right? And then they'll just kind of be like, "Oh, right, this family member was so sick with this disease," and then the white man will pay for non-existent medical bills. For him, they won't do that whole forcing him to pay dowry thing, but they will get the money from him in the end. They'll just play a different game.
Yeah.
So yeah, the family thing, you definitely have to kind of just understand that you have to deal with that, right? And their culture is very different, right? For example, you might come from a, I don't know, nuclear family or something similar. Here's extended family, meaning everyone is always trying to come to your house and just pop up. I know America is similar to that, but in places where people don't work that much, but at some point it would get really annoying, right? You can't plan yourself. You can't just be yourself.
It's a different type of frequency and currency that it's all about. It's the begging game.
If you lived close enough, they'll just come over every day. If you live close enough to them, every single day. And the issue then, right, when people come over, their feelings get weird, and then you get the point, right? You're just inviting chaos for no reason.
I'm glad you hear this information. It's very lightful because when I speak upon this on other countries too, it's quite similar with the games that's being played. But I'm glad it's refreshing that you're actually speaking upon this. Because when I speak upon certain things like this, they gonna call you a hater. That's what they do over here in America. They call you a hater.
Oh, I see.
They just call Andrew a hater. Just him.
Yeah, for the most
right.
part.
But there's no hate. It's just understanding the ecosystem. It's just different.
Kaiser, you from the UK, right?
Right.
Who's this Tommy Robinson dude I keep hearing about on social media?
Oh, right.
Is he like the?
Well, he's he's like he's not a troll, right? He genuinely wants to free UK from the Muslims. But give me a minute, I'll be back. I gotta get some alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep hearing about this Tommy Robinson dude is like on the UK and social media platform. and going on over there. It's like, so I just wanted him to give.
Hey, I don't mean to like interrupt and change the whole subject, but I mean, I just want to talk some about a fight. I didn't even know Andrew Tate was fighting tonight.
What?
He fought tonight.
No, didn't know that myself.
I watched that shit. That shit was fucking whack. That shit was whack, man.
Was
They had a fight with somebody?
Yeah, that shit was whack. I was actually, that's why I was in and out, because I was actually watching the fight while I was on the panel. That shit was fucking whack, bro.
Let me see if I can find some highlights. Let me see if I can
Was
find
he doing
highlights.
kickboxing?
Huh?
Yeah,
Was
that's
he
what I'm about
kickboxing?
to say. Was it kickboxing?
Yeah,
I got to get myself monetized again, man. I'm losing so much money.
Okay, all right. Well, I won't post it then. You know, if it's
But tell us about the person that Buck mentioned. I forget his name. What Buck said his name was.
Tommy Robinson is his name.
Oh, Tommy Robinson, right? Yeah, he's an interesting guy. So I don't think he's a troll. I think he's genuinely anti-Muslim. I don't think he's anti-black at all, actually. So basically, look, Muslims are an interesting people, right? They believe certain things about how to interact with women, right? Especially if it's not their women. The Quran and the Hadiths, right? They allow them to do certain things. So what they used to do is have like grooming gangs and stuff like that against white women, etc. Right? In certain places, and the government didn't do anything. The police didn't want to talk about it because of fear of racism. So people like Tommy Robinson, which is far right, racist kind of people, have just become really anti-Muslim at the moment. The government is trying to say he's a terrorist. All I know is this, right? Some Muslims were doing some crazy shit in some parts of the UK. That's a fact. Muslims are obviously believe in the Ummah.
No,
Right, Muslims believe in the Ummah, meaning, right? A lot of these white racists think that Muslims are like sleeper agents in their country, right? If some Muslim gets in power, they're gonna get Sharia, you know. So yeah, Tommy Robinson, yeah, far right, racist, but it's not really anti-black. He's more anti-Muslim.
All right, okay, so
real quick, let me read.
I keep hearing about people comparing him to Trump, and I'm like, he's not that bad. I mean, like when you hear
You'll get
about
on
him,
someday, Ronan. I have faith in you, my brother.
Yeah, I will say, look, he does hate Muslims. So if you're a Muslim, then he's as bad as Trump or whatever it is. But if you're black or other races, he doesn't really have issues with you. It's just he's an anti-Muslim white nationalist. And the UK is weird, man. Like, look, I even feel sorry for the white people. Let me be honest, right? The UK is not like America. America was built by black Americans.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know. He said black American, and then shit cut off.
Oh,
He was about to say the UK was built by. Well, the UK was actually rebuilt.
The ancestors cut you off, my brother. They weren't
Yeah.
They weren't trying to hear that bullshit.
Can you highlight that? Can you highlight that super chat for me real quick, so I can
people
just
don't
read it?
talk about the British Empire. People don't talk about the British Empire. When the British Empire was at its peak, they used all that gold they stole from India, and like the lifestyle of the Queen, and that's how Britain got so powerful.
Well, another thing too, they went through a part where they actually had to go through a reconstruction of the country because I don't know, Buck, you may know, or even you, Andrew, because I know you have some British family members. But have you ever heard of the Windrush generation?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
So the Windrush generation is just the generation of Jamaicans that came over to the UK to rebuild it after World War II.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So most Jamaicans that are there, they came there and most Caribbeans that are there, they came to rebuild the UK. And a few years ago, just recently there was a big thing going on where the United Kingdom was talking about deporting people. And they're like, wait a minute. We came over here to rebuild the country, and we've been here for God knows how many years. You know, we're UK citizens. And, then they finally recognized, I call this, like I said, I think called the Windrush generation. Because the name of the ship that brought them over there was called the Windrush, I believe.
Yeah, I was hearing. I was actually hearing articles like stories where like the first Caribbean that arrived in the UK was in the 1600s. It's like they've been there for a while. People don't realize that it's like because at the time Jamaica was a UK colony. So some of the Caribbeans moved back in the day, moved to like UK, just to get like better like access to jobs and all that. But they've
Well,
been
to
there
be
over there
honest
for a
with you,
while.
with
Same thing.
that
Same
country,
thing for the French. Like even when you go to France,
yeah.
like you will see like black folks in France, but they've been there for a long time. Like for example,
Well,
that one dude who plays for the basketball team in the San Antonio, that one 7'6" dude. He's a black Frenchman, but his family date back all the way to the 1700s. They've been there for a long time.
well, see, Drew. Here's the thing: when you speak about Jamaica, that country, that island has been colonized by so many people. It started off with a red West Indian tribe, and they were slaughtered by the Spaniards. The island was called Jamaica at one time, and Spaniards took over that island, and then came the British. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a lot of history of it, and then
Then
on
you have
top
a
of
lot
that,
of pirates that used to play around in the Jamaican islands as well.
pirates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. That is a history of so many people being slaughtered and being slaves throughout that Atlantic slave trade shit. That you see so many cultures that's been around that colonized that island, and that goes for a lot of the islands out there too. To be honest with you, I mean, look at Dominican Republic, for instance, with their war with the French, back and forth and trying to take over, and eventually that island got divided. Because because DR and Haiti was supposed to be one big island at one time. They weren't supposed to be divided, but that's a long freaking history. But yeah, man, I mean and then I also heard that Asians too colonized Jamaica one time too as well. So it's a far catch history of a lot of nationalities and cultures everywhere. But I do agree with that. But I think
what's a good melting pot of a country that nobody talks about? It Singapore, like one of the safest country in the world. You got all different nationalities out there. Very is an interesting culture because the British Empire brought over the Indians to Singapore at the time. Same thing for Trinidad. People don't talk about Trinidad, how the British brought over the Indians from East India, Trinidad, to work on the railroads at the time.
Well, I mean,
Can
the
you
British
guys?
did the exact same thing with what's that, Uganda too. They brought over the Indians to be
Yeah,
in Uganda, and Idi Amin put them out.
facts. I mean,
Can you
the
guys? Is a
New
passport
York
bro here?
mayor, the New York mayor is a Ugandan. People don't know about it.
Yeah, that
He's
is right.
he's
He's
a
born in
Indian
Uganda.
Ugandan.
Yep.
The Kenya guy is a passport bro hater. How is that
Yeah.
possible?
No, he doesn't like passport. He outright said that. He
No,
also
he just
doesn't.
basically
He
said
does.
if you're
He
traveling
called,
out of the country
right.
for box is one thing, but
Right.
if you're traveling out of the country to change your
Take
living
advantage of
condition,
your living conditions. Yeah.
yeah,
He
that's
also has the problem with FBAs. He calls us YT
See,
supremacists.
I don't go by that rhetoric if I have a problem with people or they're part of a community, which I did, because I am also cool with them too. I have no issues with them. But I just have problems with just individuals if I talk about it. I never try to sum up everybody all at the same time. I mean, just because they represent a party. I only go for individuals that I have maybe a debate or a discussion with or something. I don't know. But I never understood the whole rhetoric of just putting everybody all the same. You know, it's crazy. But I don't know. Everybody's different. Uh-oh. Your guy's here. He's back.
Who's that?
Kaizo.
Uh-oh. They call you a passport bro here.
The Kenyan internet, was that Kenyan internet messing up? The one that you guaranteed? What's going on?
No, actually, my power went off.
Even worse.
Well, no, I hadn't paid for electricity, so over here it's all prepaid. So you pay for it, and when it runs off, ideally you're supposed to top it up before it runs off. But I always forget.
Okay.
That's very important. Got to keep the lights on.
Yeah, and I didn't want to use my generator just yet. I usually use that as a backup.
Yeah, but didn't you say you were on solar? So you
Yeah, that's
using
what I'm
the city
right now
power?
it's quite right now it's quite early. It's like 7 a.m. So the solar hasn't started charging the battery yet.
So do
so
you see yourself remaining in Kenya for the
Wait,
long
did
haul,
someone
or
say
will you
I'm a passport bro hater?
Yeah, somebody claimed that you were, but Drew was.
Yeah, I mean, I think passport bro is like a low level version of what you should be, which is a digital nomad, right? Go figure out the world. If it's, if you get a wife along the way, that's fine, but you shouldn't be focusing your life on women, man. That's for losers. No offense.
But do you think all passport bros do that though? You think they know about that?
I think the issue is, right, passport bro is a culture, meaning you're going to be around other people that think the same way. So if the culture is not based on work but on play, then that's what's going to be breeding the culture, right? For me, I'm all about play. Work. Work hard, play hard. But if you're just focusing on play, then I don't think it's even a safe way to do things. There's always scams.
I'm not a passport bro. I'm a veteran. But you just slipped up. You said I believe in working hard and playing hard. Most of the players that fall in that passport category are those type of people. They work hard in the United States and they go play hard in the DR, Colombia, and others.
Oh, right. No, you're not supposed to do like the seasonal thing, right? You're supposed to be working hard even when you're there and playing hard at the same time. Now, okay, let me give you an example, right? Okay. If you give like a poor person, right? And by poor I mean if you give a poor person money and this person had an addiction, that person's gonna or just something that they love, alcohol, whatever it is, most of the time they won't know how to like handle it. They'll go to the extreme and then they'll end up killing themselves. And in this case, it's the same thing with passport bros, right? If you work hard, fine in America, then you come to play hard, you might lose you might lose perspective and then end up in dangerous situation. Because remember, you're just having fun. Okay, let me be precise here. You see how in the West, like in LA, a beautiful girl who's like an 8 out of 10 or 9 she's got the she is the table as they claim. In somewhere like in the third world, you are the table. You are the one who's being targeted by everyone, the men and the women. So you have to be careful how you navigate. And if you're playing too much, you won't even see sense. Like, I want to make that clear, right? You are the it in Africa and the third world.
Well, I think that some of the guys who are claiming passport bro, if you are claiming that jacket, they are under the disillusion of, they work over here, they maybe quit their job, they go over there to whatever country it is, and more than likely is part of the top 5 that we all hear about all the time. They go over there, they play hard, they stay for a little while, and then eventually they're going to have to return back to the States to rebuild that nut, that bank account, and try to do it all over again, which is not a good method of working. But they keep doing it and keep doing it. I mean, we see it every so often as a fundraiser to get this person here, and they stay there for a little while and they come back and they try to fundraise again. It's just constant back and forth. And I often wonder, there's a children's story. I'm sure we all heard it before. It's called the ant and the grasshopper. And the ant and the grasshopper, the ant worked hard and diligent through his life, but then the grasshopper just sat over there and didn't do anything. And eventually, when winter came, the ant had all these stores, but the grasshopper they had nothing. And we're all gonna see that winter of our life if we don't start storing. So some of these brothers, they're gonna be really in bad shape in the winter of their lives.
I mean, can you highlight, Drew, the last comment that Nazarene said? Because that's a clear thing that I know BMT Live has been trying to show the separation between that moniker of the culture of passport bros and somebody that might be a sexpat and a tourist. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that. A passport bro is literally going overseas to find a relationship. Sexpats and sex tourists go over mainly to get sex. The issue is dudes feeling ashamed and wanting to hide act like passport bros. So I do know BMT now, after the pandemic and after the name has grown, has now tried to differentiate the difference between a monger, a pookie, and what a passport bro is. And even when he did the interview with Anton, he was trying to tell Anton that there's a lot of brothers that are overseas that are being very successful that consider themselves passport bros. Now, obviously, military expats, we've been doing it way longer than anybody in that game when it comes to determining and setting definitions. So I'm glad that BMT is trying to set the differentiator of the ones that are doing the sex patty mongering and the the pookie actions versus the brothers that are actually almost expat or ex-military that are actually going out and establishing things. And I don't know why brothers that were in the military would turn around and say, I'm a passport bro versus being a military veteran that travels abroad. I don't know why you feel like you need to join in on that moniker or that tag when you already have a traditional tag that's even better than being part of that group.
I just want to say this, that I'm an all-around traveler. So I respect all the brothers in any type of travel space that's doing things positive. That's how I stick by. If I call and I say certain things and I may call your number, please don't take this serious or personal. It's just because there's something hot about your name and I just need to discuss about it. If it's out there, just like on the 10 o'clock Razor Ray news, I'm going to talk about it. So no offense. Just understand it's just a topic. Doesn't matter if you're a passport bro or not. Just saying.
I mean, if you think about it, the military bros was traveling way before the passport bros was. They're the first ones to do it. But
if you really want to think about it, we actually put on the guys that consider themselves passport bros. Military guys have trained a lot of the guys before they started that moniker of a name on telling people where they should go and where they might be able to get more value for their dollar and other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen. I all I'm saying is just travel responsible. I don't care. Expats, weekend warriors, vets, just everybody just be responsible. No matter what it is you do, just be responsible. Because we've seen the crash outs, and they're the ones that are really, really causing a major impact in the travel space. For the most part, are the crash outs. I mean, we've seen the rest of Johnny. We just see there's just been so much going on, But
yeah,
I don't know.
Let me ask: is any other brothers here like married or or got kids?
I think Rolling Travers is married and got kids. I don't know about the other dude.
Okay, so I'm only dealing with one man in this stream.
I was married.
Why would you say it like that, Guyzo?
Now I'm mostly trolling. Oh, shout out. What happened, Andrew? If you don't mind sharing.
No, I don't mind sharing. I mean, shit just didn't work out, man. We argued a lot, just to be honest with you. Yeah, and there is a culture difference too, especially when you bring them over. When you bring them over
Oh,
here,
that's the other thing I was gonna say. Never
Mm.
bring them over. I even told my wife, I'm like, I'm not bringing you
Yeah.
over back to the UK.
I
And I
did.
told her why
I wouldn't
as
do it
well.
again. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't recommend doing it unless I'll say this: unless you're already established, like everywhere, like you got the check mark everywhere, especially financially, and you because when you're married, they're looking
Yeah,
at you for everything. So
I would say,
right.
I would say if your wife is from the third world, never bring them, even if you're financially stable. It's a spiritual thing, right? And I told my wife about it. I told her why I couldn't bring her and why, it is what it is, right? She
America's
knows.
toxic, brother.
Yeah, that's the point, right? It will just change their mind or corrupt their mind or get all these new weird rights and
Western world.
and exactly, they'll just it's like a catch-22, right? So if you don't find a way to make money in the third world, then you're screwed because you're doing this traveling thing, coming back every couple months or whatever. And then if you do bring them back over, where you can actually get a proper job, they just get mentally, possessed by some demonic Western spirit,
I'll
and that
throw
just
in.
happens. Mhm.
No, go ahead. Finish. My apologies. Go ahead.
Yeah, they always get possessed. And remember as well, right? Their family back home, right? There's always the black tax that they have to pay. So they're gonna, be asking for more money, and they don't understand how America is expensive, right? Okay, let me be precise, right? A middle class third worlder is living better than you, even if you have money in America, and that's the truth. They may not have cash flow; they can't buy a latest iPhone, but they definitely live in a nicer house, a bigger house, and they're not paying that much rent, and they're not worrying about all the bills like you are, and that's the difference. So when you bring them over, unless you're really kind of financially like on point, they're gonna be like, why are we living like this? When you come over, you buy me an iPhone. Now you're telling me that you can't buy me McDonald's. It's just gonna it's just gonna be a very strange interaction, and that's just the unfortunate truth.
May I ask you, are you familiar with the story that came out like 2 months ago about the Kenyan woman that came over here, Black American? They had a kid together, and she left him for an older white man.
Yeah, so I don't know that specific story, but I know about 50 of those stories in my community, like the African community in the UK. It always happens. You bring a girl over, you educate, she even from the village, right? You send her to the college. She starts learning. She gets a nursing degree. She starts earning money. Then there's a story that I got told by a friend of mine. Then she brought some Jamaican man in his house and said, "What are you gonna do about it?" And the guy just couldn't do anything about it. So she started dating that Jamaican man, still living in his house. There's nothing he could do. Then I have another one, my friend, whereby he brought the girl over again.
Is
She
this an
started getting.
American man you're talking about?
Say that again.
Is this an American man you're talking about that this happened to?
Oh no, these are all UK men.
Okay. Because I don't know no red-blooded American dude that will allow that shit to happen in his house without some fucking shenanigans.
Right, but here's the issue in the UK, right? The women have all the rights, right? For example, she knew all the rights. If you get angry, even shout at her, she'll call the police, say that you threaten her, and then let's just say in the UK things are very different, and you can't do anything about it. Then actually they kick you out of your house in the UK. It doesn't matter if it's your name's on the lease, you're the one paying rent. They throw you out of your house in the UK. That's how it happens over there.
I just want to intervene real quick. Ronan, you want to read the super chats because we gotta punch out in a few because it's getting kind of late. You want to read some of these super chats we got?
Yeah, appreciate everybody contributing to the show. Tevin King said, just stopping by the show to show some love to Black male content creators. Appreciate Tevin King. He comes over from Love Crossing Borders a lot. Nazarene as well. Shout out to the OG P9 prodigy himself, Mr. Ronan Travelers. Hit the like button and shout out to the panelists. And finally, I think he put in another one. Oh, Passport Bro Army. He says at the same time, people complain about FBAs avoiding African countries. Oh, we do it for a reason. Just the same reasons that Kaizo started talking about. I don't want to have to look over my bag just because I'm in a country, even though we're all the same color. And they're already going to look at me because I'm way light.
Okay, so I just want to leave this note. I mean, regarding to my last show and everything like that, I'm just because we got Ray coming in the building. I just want to say this. In all honesty, man, I think everybody's beautiful. I think everybody's beautiful until they prove in their point that they're not. So beauty's within skin deep. That's all I gotta say.
Shout out.
Ray, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how
Hey, how y'all doing, bro? What's up, man? One versus a million. I'm not your fan. I'm not your stand for. I am.
Hey, before I lose my train of thought, Kaizo, what's your thoughts on the Labor Party?
Okay, well, to be honest, I'm not really into politics, but generally the Labour Party is well, right. But I'll comment on it. Right, Labour Party is where all the Africans got their papers. That's how all the Africans became legal in the UK. So all I can say is they got me my citizenship. So that's important to all the Africans. Apart from that, I don't really think Africans engage in politics. Really, it's just you gave us our citizenship. That's it. So we support the Labour Party.
Hey, you know what's
hold
crazy?
on. We got Ray, man. We got to let Ray.
I'm reading. Look, what's crazy is in UK politics is so crazy that
brother, we just got Ray
in
here, man.
You got some far right Pakistani dudes who are on the far right parties in the UK. In the US, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see a Muslim in the far right parties. In the UK, what I'm seeing that is like you're going to see like some Pakistani, some Bangladesh in the far right parties. What's up with that?
Yeah. Okay. So if you look at the demographics, the Indian subcontinent is around 9% of the population.
I'm sorry, but we are on borrowed time, Buck. It's not the Buck show, bro. You are killing it right now. Ray, you just got in the building. What's up, my brother?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yo, Ray, he wants you to talk. So I hope you got some. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ray.
Nah, yeah. He wanna get in here. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm not your fan. I'm not your stand for. I am brother. One versus a million. Hey, man. Yeah, well, I always want to get on because I came in, brother Ronan, when dude was talking about in the UK. If you just raise your voice at a chick, she can call the police on you, have you kicked out of your own house.
Yes, it's called. Yeah, there's several different policies that exist, but basically, if you're fighting a woman in the UK, you get kicked out of your house, 100% of the time. Now, they claim they're just trying to create peace. They claim it's just to create peace, but that's what happens. You're the one.
Oh, hell no. Lord Jesus, I'm good.
Now, they're putting people in prison for tweets and Facebook comments, etc.
God damn! They put
social media comment.
Yeah, now sure, they're mostly putting far right people, for this, but they could turn on anyone, right? Also, if you support Palestine right now, it's illegal in the country, right? They say it's only because Palestine Action, which they claim is a terrorist group, but basically, politically, UK is very different from America. Freedom is very different there.
Shit, in America, it's like you can literally say anything. The only thing you got to worry about your job firing you. You see what I'm saying? Your job, because the government cannot arrest you. You see what I'm saying?
No, in the UK right now they're targeting. Okay, so let me give it. Someone mentioned Tommy Robinson earlier, right? In the UK right now, if you're a white British male or woman, it doesn't matter, right? You cannot put an English flag in your house. Like
what?
You can't. Like legally, you can, but
you can't put a British flag.
No, British you can, but an English flag, you're not allowed to put that in your house.
Wait. So English flag is a far. So it's kind of like the Confederate flag in the UK, right?
So English flag is like
it's the red and white.
Yeah, the red and white one. It's seen as a racist flag, because you're distancing yourself from the country, which is UK, right? So England, okay, in the UK, there's I think how many countries? There's England, there's Wales, there is Northern Ireland, and then there's Scotland. I think 4 countries, right? If you put an English flag, it kind of means you're like a far right extremist because you're proud of being English, but you're supposed to be proud of being British, which is the greater 4 countries and immigrants. So anyone putting on an English flag is kind of seen as, oh yeah, that's a racist.
So which country? So which country has it the worst when it comes to bowing down to whatever it is the female want when it comes to between them and the man?
All right, England for sure. England for sure. That's the worst one.
Let me ask you this: how about if you have a Welsh flag? Let's just say somebody's from.
You're allowed to put a Welsh flag, right? You're allowed to put a Scottish flag. You're allowed to put a Irish flag. You just can't put an English flag.
But that is just absurd to me. It's like
it's because, right, the other flags from the other countries, they were the colonized countries. So it's like you're punching down, right? They can be proud of their identity, but when the Englishman does it, there's a sense of imperialism, colonialism, and we're trying to distance ourselves from Britain, which is the island / the country, but we're trying to just say we're English. It's like an exclusive statement. So people see it as racist. So if you put it on your house, you're going to be targeted by other people, and no one's going to want to interact with you.
How about if you walk in the middle of London with an English flag?
Well, that's even worse. Yeah, someone will definitely take it, burn it, or do something to it. I don't know if they're going to harm you, right? Depends on the area. But if you go to a Pakistani area or a Peckham or these black areas, yeah, you're going to get jumped.
Well, if you be honest though, if you're being honest, from what I remember, and that motherfucker who played as Frodo was in this movie, Green Street Hooligans, I believe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So therefore, with that being said, I'm like, so it's not just these flags you're talking about. There's also another set of flags that you can't really rock in certain areas, like basically the soccer teams. That's basically like a gang. Each one is like a gang.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. And also like the Union Jack, right? Even that people feel is racist, which I don't get, because that's like the national flag as well, right? The actual national flag of the whole country, the UK. It's really weird, right? They feel like if you put the UK, even the UK flag, people kind of feel weird about it. But the English flag, that one, people definitely feel weird about it. The only time they let you put the English flag is during a World Cup, the football.
I say F all y'all. My flag is Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Praise God.
Which flag does he have?
I think he got the Palestine flag.
Hold on, guys, for a minute. Shout out to Rosa for the $10 donation. The Andrew Show knows how to stir up the thumbnails and topics. I appreciate it. I hope you're not being sarcastic.
What's your show's link? Can you put it in the back chat?
The Andrew Show?
Yeah.
He's coming from the Rolling Travels channel.
Oh, he's coming from the Rolling Travels. Okay. Let me see if I can put it up there. Hey, moderators, can you put up my my link to the show if you don't mind? Appreciate it. If I have
I keep hearing about these stabbings in London, man. It's like, is it dangerous out there? Like,
Buck, we can't be staying out here talking like
this.
Oh,
you trying to end this show? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Man, you trying to conduct interviews and shit. I'm trying to end this motherfucker. I gotta go to work.
Okay, bet.
Oh, else you want me to be like Jay Rello, start e-begging and shit, pay my bills?
Man, Jay Rello taking shots.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ronan went off to go eat though. He said he's eating.
Oh, okay, next man I'll be like, hey man, I just need this $50, man. I can't do it. I just can't do it, man. Oh man, I can't do it. Oh, let me see if I could get my
chat. I'll go ahead. I found it. I've subscribed.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
I'm celebrating my damn birthday this week. Fuck the dumb shit.
Oh, congratulations.
Shit, I wish.
But yeah, guys, thanks for having me here. I do
Appreciate you,
appreciate
brother.
it.
I'll
Yeah,
try to come up
definitely.
with. I'll try to
Pull
come
up
up with
some
some
more.
interesting topics like this and something more a little bit more controversial. I guess that kind of stirs the pot up a little bit.
Yeah. Just look for the
Yeah.
thumbnails. When you see a fucked up thumbnail, then you know the shit's
Hey.
about to hit the fan.
Fucked up dumb. Why shit gotta be fucked up? Why my
This
shit gotta be
is
fucked
about
up?
to go down. This shit is about to go down.
Oh man, hey man, my boy was about to catch it with me. He like, hey man, I gotta talk to Mr. Show for a minute, man. He can't be putting this.
Listen, hey man, look at the put that back up. Put that back up. Put that back up. Look.
Oh man,
It says in yellow, low hanging fruit with a red arrow pointing at the chick.
oh
I
man,
mean, come on, man.
I mean, listen, it was a wrong AI shit that went crazy, man. But it is what it is. You know, it's just all jokes aside. You know, my bad. It ain't no hate. He knows that. So we just wanted to kind of figure out what was going on here because of a little birdie that sent this to me. So I figured, like, all right, it's something tight. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it.
Okay, man, whatever. Good night, guys.
I mean, that's his sister, right?
All right.
Hermana. Dame tu leche, hermano. Dame tu leche.
Ay, papi. Oh man, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Anybody want to go ahead and put out your moderators? If you want to go ahead and put out people's anybody out there got their YouTube channel they want to put out there? You got a YouTube channel you want people to follow?
Yeah, I got one, man. You know, and I'm also connected on Rumble, brother. Yeah, and on Rumble I'll be having my anime and movie nights and stuff. So I'm planning on having that, you know, just me chilling back, you know, just celebrate my own birthday, you know, in a way. So
All right. Happy birthday to you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and speaking of which, tell Brother Ronan, I will be continuing my the Kingdom series. I will be going back to where we left off. So
Okay.
So yeah, because I'm in season 2, and it's 6 seasons. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, all right, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. Thanks, bro, for having me on for just a little bit.
Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Buck. Appreciate you, Ronan. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody that's watching the show. Make sure you guys go ahead and get those likes up, subscribe to the channel. You know me already. I'm always coming up with some controversial shit, but it's funny at the same time. Makes you kind of think. Ronan, you got something you want to say, man, before we close it up, or you just kind of just hanging out in the background? I guess he ain't saying nothing else. Yeah, guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up and flood the comments, because we do want to see your comments. You know, I do respond. I'm pretty sure Ronan responds to your comments too. Definitely, guys, go and get those likes up. We done.
The Andrew Show. Like and subscribe.